Morning. Morning. Um, we are live for the first Carlton live stream I think I've ever done on here. We're here. Um, yeah, so this is exciting. It's good for footy to be back, albeit at a pretty early time of day. This one will be kicking off in about 5 minutes. The greater good, mate. Welcome to the stream. You've transferred across from the NBA streams to what is a bit different, an AFL stream. You probably need to get yourself educated on AFL stuff because you probably don't have a clue at what's going on. But in terms of teams, we have a look at who Carlton will be missing today. Harry Mackay and Sam Walsh are the most notable, but TDK is out. Sam Doherty obviously recovering from the little cancer mishap he had in the off-season. Liam Stocker is out with a bit of syndesmosis. I believe Jack Martin, Caleb Marchbank is still recovering. Lewis Young is out, and Ed Kerno, I believe, is playing with the reserves. As well as a few others, or I'm not too sure if they are, but this one's going to be kicking off pretty shortly, relatively shortly. I'm excited for it though. Very interested to see what type of game style we're going to be accustomed to. Because obviously we haven't seen Michael Voss. We haven't seen Carlton under Michael Voss. We also haven't seen Carlton under, or what the game style is with Michael Voss. If it translates over to the players, obviously a practice match is not a great gauge of what's going on, but you know what I'm saying. It's just exciting to see something different, I think. But to those who are just tuning in, welcome to the stream. Nice and early in the morning for us. This one's, I think, due to kick off in just a couple minutes. No fuss required. The game is it's gonna start soon. But this is exciting stuff. Obviously, Sam Walsh is out. This game's at Ikon Park. I can see like a decent enough crowd in this morning, even though obviously the outer side stand is getting rebuilt, so you won't be able to fit like a stupidly good amount of people in. Wait, what? That's so jokes. People in the building site are wearing St Kilda and Carlton jerseys and watching from the side. Much anticipated return for your boy Jade Gresham, who I think suffered an ACL very early last year, so he's been out of the footballing system for ages. Jack Silvani looks huge. So yeah, it looks like there's not really any changes. We're going to see a new backline consisting of McGovern, with Jacob Wiedering, and who was the other guy? Oscar McDonald. We will be seeing Adam Chera and George Hewitt, new additions to the Carlton team. So we were saying those three will come in. Obviously, Liam Jones is out, retired. So we do have a few things to work around, but Sam Doherty's coming back earlier than anticipated, which is good news. So yeah, we'll see how we go. St Kilda also have a couple new additions, but obviously not as notable as your George Hewitts of the world and stuff like that. The greater good. Just search up like a video about AFL, and it should give you a rundown of what the hell is going on here. But the first quarter is about to commence, and we will try to keep the scoreline as updated as possible. Let's hope the coverage that KO is giving me is good enough. It looks like Lockie O'Brien's starting on a wing, which I like to see him in his natural position. Looks like Setter's out wide. Adam Chera in the middle with Paddy Cripps. And someone else. Pitnet's in the ruck. I mean, that was expected. But man, I'm excited to see what Chera can do here. For the Saints, Jack Steele will probably be taking on fellow number 9 Paddy Cripps. It looks like Hewitt is also in the middle. So we're seeing a new look midfield here. This game's just about to get underway. And let's hope this Carlton team can get off to a very wonderful start. There is a fair few Carlton fans in, which, I mean, was to be expected, but Quarter 1 is about to get underway. I'm still waiting on the commencement. I don't know what's going on with the wait time, but to those who have just joined us, it is Carlton St Kilda, the practice match. Footy is back in some capacity, but it is exciting. Zach Jones in the midfield with Seb Ross for the Saints. Here we go. The first bounce of... It's not the start of the season, but we're just having a look in to see what these players offer. Campbell wins a tap. Hewitt tried to draw the free. Zach Williams ran off the half-back line and received the handball. Long kick. Brody Kemp's playing forward. Silvani! Wonderful tackle. An immediate impact by Jesus. And that tackle was wonderful by Jack Silvani. Beautiful. So Dara Joyce was very slow handing it off. No one was giving him an option. And Jesus, pounced. And let's see if he can kick the goal. To those who have just joined in, welcome to the stream. For some reason on the scoreboard for KO, it's got 1 straight 0 for St Kilda. And that is textbook. Oh, lovely, Jesus. Lovely. Wonderful start for the Baggers. And that'll send them to 6. To 6. Good start by Carlton. And that was a glimpse of what we may see in the future. How big are the players? In terms of feet, probably... you won't see anyone much taller than 6'8" in this game. You'll see a lot of players that are below 6 feet as well. You get quite a few that are below 6 feet. Here comes the centre bounce. I'll talk about it a little bit later. Alright, Zach Jones with the clearance for St Kilda. And Lockie O'Brien, good contest. Zachy Williams again getting involved early. And that kick is wonderful to Brody Kemp on the lead, who took a strong grab, and he's going to look inside. He wheels around on the right. And good lead up by Owis, who made a contest. And Durden doesn't keep it alive. It's going to go out of play for a throw-in round about the 50-metre arc. This is a wonderful start. I mean, Zachy Williams on the first possession of the game, or first centre bounce contest, just ran straight in from the half-back line and got the handball received. That's going to help with a lot of centre bounce clearance. Tom Campbell gets the hands off. Good quick hands, but the pressure's wonderful. And Chera with a strong tackle on Mason Wood there. Wonderful start. I mean, that's the swarm attacking defense we need. Another good tackle by Hewitt and Owis. There'll be another ball up. Durden and Owis are going to be dangerous if they play at the same time. Both little pocket rockets. Zachy Jones gets the clearance under pressure by Owis. Good tackle by Newman. Durden pick up. No, he soccers it off the ground. Could that work? And it's a rush behind by Josh Battle. So 7 points for the Blues to kick things off. It's been all played down the end of the Blues so far, but it sends them to 117 as Webster with a nice drilling pass to Seb Ross. Roundabout on half-back. On that left to Brad Hill in the middle. Handball received for Gresham. Long kick. This is some great transition footy, and Mitch McGovern wasn't even close to Jack Higgins. Obviously, in case you missed it, Mitch McGovern is playing a new role in the back line. So those who are enjoying it so far, obviously it's early on, but if you're enjoying it, drop a like on the stream. Oh, Higgins. Oh, it doesn't even make the distance, but unfortunately, I don't know who was manning him. Zach Williams, obviously he's going to get killed for height, but Tim Membry with the easy uncontested grab. Zach Williams didn't even try to contest that, but Membry will go around the corner on his left foot, and he got it. So, lovely start for Tim Membry's 2022, and that one goes down. So far, that defensive resistance was pretty poor, let's be honest. Just really too easy. I mean, the link-up play by the Saints was wonderful there. You had a bit of... I mean, obviously the Saints want to use Brad Hill as much as possible. And they did so in that passage of play there. Higgins with a good lead-up, and then just some really poor manning by Carlton on the goal line resulted in a relatively straightforward set shot for Tim Membry. It's going to be a ball up. Is that Razor Ray in the middle? He's small and he's got a receding hairline, so I think it is, but... Alright, so a ball up is incoming again. I don't know why they're taking so long with it, but... Here we go, another ball up is incoming. Bounces it into the turf. Gresham read it nearly perfectly. Chera gets the clearance after getting the handball from Cripps. And Josh Battle beat Charlie Curnow relatively easily. I mean, Charlie hit the deck. It's going out wide. Campbell's got the size, but O'Brien contests well in the air. And on the opposite, wonderful find to Owies, who just found a little bit of space, about 45 out. Wilkie manning the mark, and Owies will go back for a set shot. Did see an option, but he's not going to go for it. He could hand it to O'Brien, and he does. He'll kick with his left from 50, and that wind is extremely strong because O'Brien pretty much half-assed it, and it went an absolute country mile. So, score is now 8-6 Carlton early on. Bit of a holding free here on St Kilda, and I think it was Ben King that gave it away, or Max King. I don't know which King it is, but Wiedering will pick up the free kick here. He's going to wheel round on the right, and he's going to... Okay, that was a bit wide. Not a great kick. Nunes probably threw it. Still interferes with some close quarters action. The Saints get a clearance. Max King controls. I forgot which King it is. Kennedy gives off the handball. Cripps, good runners. Oh, that was a bad handball. Hill recovers for the Saints. Sinclair, I mean, got the jitters, and then a strong tackle on JSOS, but apparently it's a free kick on Silvani, which I didn't see. I personally thought it was a fair tackle, a very strong tackle, but Silvani can kick his second of the quarter. Obviously a very good play for us last season. Really underrated, and I think he may have done one of those shoulder lifts that basically con your defender into giving away a free kick. So, JSOS will line up for goal number 2. The KO scoreboard is shitting itself at the moment, but JSOS lines it up, and that is wonderful. I mean, his goal kicking, the first 2 shots on goal that he's taken have been absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. Blues advance to 14. Jack Silvani has 2 goals. If you are enjoying the stream so far, make sure to drop a like. Engage in the chat if you want. I know a lot of you probably don't have KO. But if you do when you're watching the game and you have any thoughts to share, please do so. We're also very close to 200. So thank you for all the support so far. But if you want to show a little bit more, subscribe to the show. Alrighty, we've got just about 9 minutes elapsed in this first quarter, and it is 14-6. Ball up here for Pitnet, and I don't know who that is. Campbell to contest. Campbell wins the tap. Hewitt recovers. Good hands. And Philp, who's playing his first action for Carlton in quite some time, gave off what was one of the weirdest kicks I've ever seen. Now we've got a bit of close quarters action again. Wilkie gets the clearance under pressure by Owies. And wonderful grab by Tommy Campbell over the top. Oh, that is a terrible kick. Philp read it as Campbell went in board. Hewitt, beautiful pass to Owies. I mean, that really exposes your defense if you try to do a kick inside and it just goes horribly wrong. You force a turnover. Owies from outside 50 goes long. Silvani in the goal square put up a good fight, but that is another behind for Carlton. So we are peppering the goals a little bit at the moment, which is a positive sign. Looking fairly dangerous, and it looks like we're looking to find Jack Silvani. I'd expect we'll do that a little bit more today. Obviously, if you've been living under a rock, Harry Mackay and Sam Walsh are out injured. Walsh out for a month. Harry Mackay in doubt for round 1 with a bit of foot soreness, but obviously you've got to be conservative with him. It's so annoying. Just when, Charlie's back at full fitness, Harry Mackay is now not at full fitness. Cooper Sharman with a nice lace-out pass to Billings on half forward for the Saints. And good work by Pitnet in front to just dip in front and ensure that there was no mark there. Williamson to Fish, and now they'll run it out of the back line. Quick hands to Williamson on the run. He's got to get rid. That's a good kick. Oh, actually, no, it was a pretty bad kick. O'Brien was in full stride, but unfortunately didn't pan out quite the way we wanted it to. So it is a boundary throw-in on the near side wing, right near the interchange bench, and it's going to be Kennedy who reads the ball in flight. Didn't pan out very well. That Pitt now with some good work to get the ball out of there. Setterfield with the clearance. Can it get out the back? It's a 2-on-2 battle. Webster comes over for help, and the Saints are out of trouble with Hunter Clark taking the grab just along the boundary line on half-back. So 15-6, 11.5 gone in this first quarter. Blues have shown some very good signs, playing with a lot of ball movement and a lot of effort. We have not woken up lethargic, given it's 10 a.m. in the morning, Australian Eastern Standard. So another boundary throw in here as Adam Sard. We haven't seen too much of him. Obviously, you're going to get staggered rotations. Some people will play one half, some people will play the second half, obviously because you're trying to be a bit conservative with what you're trying to do. Pitnet will get a free kick. Tom Campbell was holding. Obviously, Tom Campbell isn't the greatest ruckman of all time. Paddy Ryder's obviously out for the Saints. Dougal Howard and Rowan Marshall also out. So there goes your ruck stocks. And I guess it's an opportunity for Tom Campbell, but in saying that, Tom Campbell's not going to be your number one ruckman if you make finals. So, yeah, but it's going to be a boundary throw in here for both teams to compete. Pitnet with a strong tap that goes about 10 forward. Kennedy quick hands to Fish, tries to spin his way out of trouble, but another boundary throw-in is what we're going to have to settle for. So yeah, 15-6. The Saints only scored from a transition goal, and I consider that a pretty positive sign given we're already 13 minutes in. The Saints haven't really won it at the contest at all. Setterfield once again winning it with the clearance. He had the chance for the handball. He didn't go for it. O'Brien's done some good things so far. Even when he's been severely outsized, he has tried to bring the ball to ground and has been successful. A bit of holding going on between Gresham and Sard. Sard, wonderful tackle on Campbell, who was also in the fray, but it's going to be another ball up. So a few stoppages in play here. Carlton up by 9 points, 13.5 gone. Sard fumbled it at the deck, which meant Gresham was open over the top, and now they try to attack the corridor. Burns is a little bit fumbly. Gives it off to Hunter Clark. Wonderful tackle by Owies and a forced the turnover. And now we go the other way. Philp with what was quite a rush kick. We got the numbers. Owies at the deck. Oh, God, what is that? Oh, no way. Oh, my goodness. That was the dodgiest goal I've ever seen by Carlton. Phil kicked it inside forward 50. Matty Owies, well done to read the ball at the ground deck. Brody Kemp, good contest in the marking contest. And yeah, then Owies just did the rest. But it was forced by that turnover from Owies to start the possession off. And then he was able to follow up on his own play with some persistence. And that's what you need to do as an AFL player, especially a small forward. You know, you need to get over to contest as much as possible. And compete, basically. Because you want to make life difficult for all these players that are trying to get it into their forward half. Into the Saints forward half, that is. Brad Crouch is in the middle for his first centre bounce attendance, it looks like. Jack Silvani going into the ruck, and he won the tap. But the Saints look like they'll get a bit of a clearance out of some fortune on half forward. Some good pressure by the Blues. They're not giving him an inch. Kennedy, good tackle. Probably held him a bit longer. But Fish will get it on the outside. Not a great kick. Charlie Kerner had to pick it up on the half volley. And the Saints will gather. Jimmy Webster smothered. Fish on the left. Okay, well, it's like a 1v4. And Philp does well to get it to ground. Nearly tackled. Ross. Bad handball. Bump off the ball. Chera receives. A bit of dodgy play here, but it looks like we may have a lock-up. Nope. Ben Patton's going to look for the boundaries. He sends it out wide. Will that be considered deliberate? I beg to differ. And it will just be a boundary throw-in. So 16 minutes gone, and the Blues are up 21-6. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to show your support on it. And we are 2 subs from 200. We also have an episode of Dice Footy coming out Thursday, 4 p.m. every Thursday. And that'll be coming out. Round 1 of Dice Footy will be out then. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Beautiful handball there by Fish. The quick hands. O'Brien lace out of Kerno. And I thought he got interfered with, but that wasn't the case. He still got the hands off to Hewitt. Kicks it into the danger zone. And it's going to be another free kick to Carlton. And it looks like it's going to Matty Kennedy. I don't know where the free kick came from, but Matt Kennedy will go back, and he's got a very good opportunity to kick this. He's looking to go round on the right, which I don't endorse. You could just kick a drop punt. He's not on a very tight angle, but Kennedy's got it. Lovely. Wonderful start. Wonderful quarter by the Blues so far. This is wonderful signs, man. Wonderful signs. It's only one quarter. I did not see the free kick. I don't know where the free kick came from. But Kennedy, obviously, a very clinical finish. So you're seeing goals from Kennedy, Silvani, 2 of those for Silvani, and Matty Owies. So it's a good sign. It's a good sign. We've basically won the territory battle. We've won it at the contest. Pretty much everywhere we're winning the ball. And that is pretty vital, let's be honest, if you want to win games of football. So it's wonderful to see. And obviously we are, well, now we've got Zachy Fish in the middle. So I'd be interested to see where they've put Chera possibly on the bench for a bit of a rest, as it's well deserved. Hewitt does well to, get the handball out, but he may have been pinged for a throw. No, it's going to be maybe a hold. Yep, because Hewitt's getting the free kick here. And Zachy Williams is just allowed to roam free and receive the handball. And a laser into the forward 50. The Saints have to deal with it, and they do well. Oh, Hunter Clark with a dangerous kick. Fish nearly turned it over, and now the Saints have a bit of room to operate out wide. But we've done well to close them down. They haven't really gotten any fluency. But well done by, I believe it was it Sinclair? No, it wasn't Sinclair. I'm not too sure, but they had a bit of composure. Burns goes in the middle, and he That's an awful kick. Hunter Clark has to do so much work, and right in front of the umpires, he wanted a free kick, lowered the shoulders a little bit, but the umpire wasn't very forgiving, and it'll be a ball up right near the NAB logo on the outer side. Hewitt, good hands. Fish. Wonderful by Owies. He wasn't even facing the ball and he got a spoil. Brody Kemp with the handball to Kennedy in space. Durden does well to ride the bump or the tackle. Hewitt on 50. Bad kick. There's no one there. And Mason Wood takes a strong grab as Jack and Younes basically shoved him out of the way. Brad Hill gets a nice little 15-meter pass and then gets rid. Goes long. And on the lead is one of the King boys. I don't know. Costanzo says, who are the rucks for the Saints in this match? Tommy Campbell's the number one. And that's all I've seen at the moment. Because Dougal Howard is out, Paddy Ryder is out, and Rowan Marshall is out. So that pretty much stuffs you up in a variety of ways in terms of ruck stocks. But the Blues recovered it after the Saints got it inside 50. Williams with a nice little fake. And it looks like we're just going to slow the tempo down a little bit. It's been very fast-paced for the Blues, but we are looking to hit targets as quickly as possible and get some receiving hand passes. Cripps takes advantage of the stand on the mark rule. And that surely was a free kick for St Kilda, but they didn't pay it. The Blues end up with a free kick. And Chera's got the ball somewhat on the wing, between half forward and the wing. He's looking for an option. And he will go inside the forward 50. And that is actually a win for the Blues. He got it into that little pocket there where, the Saints couldn't actually keep the ball in because no one was nearby. So it's actually going to be a nice little boundary throw in. Deep inside the Carlton forward 50 in the ruck. It looks like Cooper Sharman's going to be in the ruck. And he's going to be taking on Charlie Curnow. Charlie Curnow just got rid of him. And then somehow found Durden about 35 out. Curnow pretty much lost handle of the ball. Took it out of the ruck. Lost handle of the ball as he swung around to kick it. Preferably going for goal. But instead it's found Corey Durden, who just had too much space and it sort of landed in his lap. So bit of fortune there for Carlton here, as has been quite a few instances in the quarter. And that kick by Durden is beautiful. So Durden registers his first goal for Carlton this season. They are not 6 goals 3. They are 5 goals 3. We advanced to 33. This has been an utter domination by the Blues in the first quarter. To all those who are just tuning in, the Carlton Blues have dominated the Saints. I'm going to be honest with you. And I mean, this has been a great start. I mean, if this is the type of Voss football we're going to see, wonderful. But look, I'm going to give Carlton credit, but I'm also not going to give... I'm going to say the Saints have been pretty trashy this quarter. Some of their ball use usually they've tried to look in the centre corridor when it's really not there, but they've just turned the ball over in some really bad places, and that leaves their defense pretty vulnerable. The pressure's been wonderful, though. The Saints haven't had too many opportunities where they've just been allowed to run. The only time they've been allowed to run is when when they kick their goal, basically. Chera receives here at centre-half back, and his kick was awful, and Higgins will pounce. Sard finds himself on King, and King misses. After he tried to dribble it along the turf, I would sense it's a little bit wet on the turf there at Ikon Park. It's an overcast day here in Melbourne, so... Anyway, the Blues get it out of the 50 relatively easily. I mean, Omac can give it a Sard on the outside. Swings back inside on the left, and Setterfield provides an option at halfback. Cripper looking to give it a Sard again, but Sard was this time picked up. That's a pretty bad kick, but luckily there's no one within a 20-meter radius, and McGovern can mop it up and give it a Younes. And Fish receives... I mean, look at the work rate by McGovern. McGovern received it in the back 50, and he's run all the way up to the wing to try get to get the ball again, provide another option. Short leaves us a bit vulnerable, but that provides a little bit of, well, I think it confuses defenses a little bit more, because usually you're just dealing with forwards and midfielders. If your defenders come forward, well, then you don't really know where to go. Do you stay back and provide an option when the ball gets up there, or do you pick up that guy that's peeled off? It's a bit of an iffy situation, but it's going to be a boundary throw in here. We are 24 minutes elapsed in the first quarter. You'd sense it's probably going to be a 30-minute quarter with, actually no, like 28-minute quarter with like 6 goals. Carlton have 5 of those. They have been exceptional. Pitnet will just give a little handball to Sard, who's just allowed to get that handball, and Williamson on the left swings inside, and that is an excellent pass to Paddy Cripps. He can give it off again to runners. I mean, Williamson and Sard offering once again to receive the hand pass. Cripps will go long inside the forward 50, looking, and Curnow got blocked out of it, but Razor Ray did not see it, and Membry with the intercept grab. He's taken a couple of those in the last couple minutes. You'd expect that has been just a little ploy by Brett Rattans, stem the tide just a little bit before the break, not concede another couple of goals, because obviously the Blues have been pretty threatening. Ollie says we don't have one. Yeah, well, Tom Campbell counts as one, but does he really? Nunes goes long inside the 50 after we win another clearance. Jack Silvani, no, he was there, but Dan McKenzie filled the hole basically, and took a relatively easy, straightforward chest mark. Little left foot kick to Jack Sinclair. 26 minutes gone now in the first quarter. Sinclair goes out wide, and that is going to be an arm chop. Omac gives away a free to Mason Wood. And our defensive setup is very good. As I said, apart from the only goal we've conceded, the Saints have not been able to link up really ever. And even this play, McKenzie received it. Well, he received the handball, but he was like stuck to the boundary. Oh my god, are you joking? Oh my god. Oh my god. The ball's just hit the deck, and somehow Tom Campbell has beaten like 3 Carlton defenders to the ball, kicked it off the turf, and it was a little dribbler that went in. Tom Campbell, we were just dissing him like a minute and a half ago. So, who was in the fray there? Lockie O'Brien, Wiedering, and Adam Sard were in the fray. Even Zach Williams, and none of them could outrun Tom Campbell. Well, Lockie O'Brien just needed to do better there. He could have easily gotten to the ball, and he's half-arsed it, and basically been... Well, the Blues have been punished for it. So the Saints will have a nice little... Well, that is just a major let-off. That goal should not have gone in. The 2 goals we conceded have been pretty piss-poor, but apart from that, we've been pretty excellent. So... Costanza says, congrats on 200. Thanks for narrating the game. I didn't know I've hit 200. So, to those who have subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. Pitt now with the clearance. Oh, out the back. No. Oh, Chera recovers. Oh, no. Charlie Curnow got tackled immediately after he got it. Wilkie with a risky pass across goal, but Membry presents. And he's been very good. Membry obviously kicked the first Saints goals, took a mark on the goal line. While other Carlton defenders were napping, he's taken some good intercept marks in this first quarter. Late in the quarter, especially when Brett Rattans sent him back. Jack Steele's been very quiet as he receives the ball here on the outer side. And long kick down the line. It's a holding free Carlton's way, and Mitch McGovern will get it. He's been pretty decent so far, Mitch. He's been pretty good. McGovern's looking in the corridor, and he sees Williamson with a fair bit of space, and that kick needed to be perfect. It was. Hunter Clark's gone down after he tried to contest the free, or contest Williamson. Long kick inside the 50. Higgins mops it up. Saints get it out of danger again, but that kick by Wilkie was atrocious. Chera, good gather. The ball was bumbling around and he was able to control it. He received the handball and kicked it long. We get it to ground. Cripps just underground handball. Oh, that's a bad handball by Mackenzie. Silvani gets over there to help. Omac leaves it for Kennedy to pick up, and that was not ideal. It's going to be a boundary throw-in after some good pressure by... I don't know who that was that put on the tackle, but... yeah, Hunter Clark may have gotten a knee to the rib cage. No. I don't actually know where he got hit. I'm confusion, but whatever. McGovern. Oh, God, that's really dodgy. Good work by Mitch. I mean, it looked like he was done for there, but he was able to even out a 2-on-1, and now Lockie O'Brien's got acres of space through the corridor. Laser to Durden on half forward, and his kick was too high for Silvani. Oh, shoot. Silvani has landed a bit awkwardly. He's walking a bit gingerly on his leg, or foot, whatever you want to say. Don't judge. Man, if it were... See, the problem is with Durden, like, Durden's a small forward. He's not the guy that's supposed to be hitting up players on the lead. There goes the quarter time siren, and there we have it. It is a lead for Carlton by 20 points. Silvani is still hurting a little bit. You would expect some players to be absolutely cooked after the first change, because obviously haven't played a game like this in quite some time. But it is quarter time. If you are enjoying the stream, drop a like and subscribe to the show. We have Dice Footy, an episode of that coming out tonight. If that's something that interests you, I haven't seen people do it on YouTube, so we've got the first episode of that coming out tonight where we're doing all the AFL fixtures. Yeah, but that is the quarter time break. Bloody good quarter. Bloody good quarter. Hold on a second. In case you missed it, though, the goal scorers for Carlton were 2 to Silvani, 1 to Durden, 1 to Owies, and 1 to Matt Kennedy. And for the Saints, it was Membry with 1 and Tommy Campbell with 1. So I got to keep track of that. I'm going to get a little notepad up and just do the Carlton goals and Saints goals. Okay, so for them it was Membry and Campbell. Bro, the 2 goals we conceded, the first one we conceded was basically transition goal, but I mean the transition goal was sort of part of it, but Higgins had a set shot. He didn't even make the distance, but we just weren't manning anyone on the goal line. The second goal, Lockie O'Brien should have outrun Tom Campbell, man, and at least try to even out the contest, but unfortunately, didn't happen. It's been good that the small forwards are making a very good impact at the moment. Owies and Durden have obviously hit the score sheet, both of them. Lovely to see, because they've had a presence as well, which is something you also want to see. So yeah, it's been a good start by the Carlton Football Club. Yeah, so is what it is, and we will be doing. I'm gonna see if we can get some more Carlton watch-alongs in, throughout the season. It'll really depend on what game it is, but you can probably expect more. The away fixtures are going to be the ones we're covering, because we got to support our team at the ground, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, it's been pretty good first quarter by the Blues. I mean, we won the territory battle for pretty much the entirety of the quarter. It was just a bit later on where, the Saints, early in that game, they just weren't really able to mop up a lot of stuff at ground level. But, they had a little bit more ease at the back end of that quarter, just getting it clear from, their defensive 50. So we've got to work just a little bit harder. Obviously, fatigue comes into play, especially for a game like this. But if we can try limit the amount of access the Saints have in getting the ball out of their defensive 50, I think it's going to be a problem for them. 100% it's going to be a problem for them. It's going to make their life extremely difficult. But overall, wonderful quarter by the Blues. I mean, we were very accurate as well. Well, not very accurate. 5 goals, 3. It's like, it is what it is. But hold on. I just need to quickly change the scoreline here. Okay, hang on. Let's see if that works. Nope, that's not far enough. There we go. Okay. Just trying to line it up for this. Just trying to line up the scoreboard, you guys. We'll just be just a little bit. Okay, that's perfect. Nailed it. Alrighty, so we are not too far away from quarter 2. In case you missed it, the notable players missing for both sides. You've got Ed Curnow, Harry Mackay, and Sam Walsh out for Carlton. Those are the main ones. Yeah. And for the visitors, they don't have Rowan Marshall, Dougal Howard, Paddy Ryder, Hanbury, and there's one other guy that I just can't remember who it is, but actually I can just have a look here. Carlton also don't have TDK, Sam Doherty, Jack Martin, Marchbank, Louis Young. Saints don't have Nick Caulfield, obviously went down, unfortunately, to I think it was an ACL. So he is not playing. Jarangiri's also out for the Saints, but yeah, Caulfield, I mean, he was just picking up a little bit of consistency in his game last season, but he's unfortunately sustained what is, well, basically a season-ending injury. So, is what it is, but quarter time, I mean, this is an awfully long quarter time break, but we are just about to start things in the second quarter. Luke Everett says, Mackay playing. I say no, because bit of foot soreness. He is in doubt for round 1. So, unfortunately, for the Blues, we just can't seem to catch a break. Always, it's... I mean, I was saying this earlier in the stream. Harry Mackay just... And, every single time Charlie Curnow or Harry Mackay is healthy, the other one is not. Charlie Curnow is now getting a run at it. And, unfortunately... I'm pretty sure Harry and Charlie have only played half a dozen games together. Who's taken his spot? I think it's a mix between JSOS and Brody Kemp. Because Brody Kemp is 195 centimeters, I think. Or around that mark. So he's not particularly small by any means. So yeah, he is, yeah. He's been alright, but the second quarter's just kicked off right now. And beautiful tap by Pitto to Cripps. He was tackled, but Williams once again running off halfback, getting the handball received. This time the kick did not come off, but that's the second time in the first quarter he did the exact same thing from the first possession, or the first center clearance. Saints are questionable today. They have been. They've been a little bit better in the last 5-10 minutes of action, but yeah, that's yeah. There's still a bit of work to be done for St Kilda. I mean, they don't have their full strength team. Obviously, Howard is the backbone of the defense. Rowan Marshall does a lot to what goes on in the heart of the ground. So obviously Tom Campbell's not exactly going to be, he's not going to change a game like some, but Fish has the ball here on half forward after he won the free kick. Tried to get around Dan Butler. You don't want to try that. goes long inside the forward 50. And I thought Curnow got pushed out of it, but nope. Sinclair with a quick clearance, but Pitnet. Oh, wow. Mason Wood came over the top. It looks like we also have some new players in. Jordan Boyd, it looks like, is the name. Matt Kennedy plays on after taking a grab. Wonderful kick to Charlie. He wasn't strong enough. No, that was Brody Kemp, it looks like. Saints get it out quickly, but the umpire saw a free kick in there, and it was a high tackle on, it looks like, Saba Ross. And Newnsy is the guy giving it away against his former club. So Saba Ross on halfback, he's going to survey his options and go down the line. Oh, McGovern hit the deck, and I was a bit scared that he'd just done something. But so yeah, Jordan Boyd is a name that was a mid-season pickup last year. Mirkov also is another player that could be getting some action today. He is in the squad. Pitnet's got a free on the outer side wing. And he just kicks down the line. And Cripper with a strong grab over, well, on Josh Battle. He plays on immediately. Faked the kick, and that was lovely. Silvani with the tap forward, but not enough mayo on it. I don't even know if that's the right word to use. But Higgins with a strong grab. Walking a bit of a tightrope on the outer side boundary line. King just got rid of Zach Williams. Don't ask me how Williams has found himself on him, but Williams will look to go down the middle. Oh, shit! Oh, boy. And we have a turnover. Jordan Boyd has basically, well, he got the pass from Zachy Will in the back line. And he could have done one or two things. He could have been tempted to go further forward with more risk. Or just go, give up 10 meters and do a safe pass. Nope, he went the more dangerous option and turned it over. Mason Wood, shot on goal is exceptional. The umpire does not have to move. And that is a goal for the Saints. I'll give the both teams credit, man. They've been very good in terms of set shots, but the Saints are just getting back into the contest here a little bit. Tom, welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hawks for the flag. Mate, it's a... I don't think you're going to be hearing too much or too many people protest for Hawthorn winning the flag this season, but all power to you, man. Yeah, that kick was just pretty awful by Boyd. It was just the wrong option. Never on. And basically, it's exactly the same to what the Saints were doing in the first quarter. Exactly the same. So, yeah. Watching in class. Come on, mate. You got to do some trigonometry, mate. I don't know. I'm just guessing. The Saints... Okay, that was some good work by the Saints. They're getting a bit of link up now. Zachy Jones, wonderful smother by Fish, it looks like. Durden, that is not the handball. You had a couple guys on the inside wide open, and now Butler uses his pace. And that's a very good find. Possibly not 15, but... that's a pretty good kick by Butler. Was able to attack her with pace, then run with it with pace, and then hit the target. It wasn't pretty off the boot, but, it did what it had to do. It found the target, and now Membry has a set shot about 45 out from goal. And this will cut the lead to 8. The Saints will have kicked 3 in a row if he can convert here. And that one was not ideal off the boot. And it has gone to the right. So another behind. Well, I say another behind. It's only the second behind for the Saints on the day. And the Saints advance to 20. Wow, that is a big 20. There we go. We've just got to move it a little bit more centrally. There we go. I don't know who that was. I think it was Zach Fisher getting rid. And Cripps thought he was held. And the umpires also thought so. Good grab by Charlie there. Strong grab. I mean, he wasn't really on a defender by trade. It was Seb Ross. He looks inside and he sees Boyd. Get rid of it. And he got rid of it. Zachy Will goes long inside the 50. Oh, wow. At ground level, Hewitt's there. Fish delays the hand pass. Kennedy, good smother by Hunter Clark. And it will be a boundary throw in just outside the forward 50. Okay. So, 7 and a bit minutes gone, and we've got a tackle here. Good tackle by Hewitt on Steele. I think here's the... Hewitt is someone that we've really needed. A glue guy. That's really tough at the contest. A bit like Ed Curnow. But, Hewitt is... I think he's much stronger. Ed Curnow's more your tagger. Oh, Hewitt had a lot of time to get rid of that after he jumped on the ball. Beautiful work by Owies to disrupt the play, and Durden decided to do one of those weird kicks for goal where you sort of look like you're squaring up, but then you do some bullshit banana snap. Long kick on the outer side for the Saints. Membry it is. Tackle? No. Alright, we could be ping-folding the ball here. No. Alright, so it's a ball up about 60 out from the Saints. Or for the Saints. And Pitto just threw Campbell out of the way, or whoever was in the ruck there. Beautiful tap by Charlie. Went through Durden's hands. He gets it back. Quick hands here by Nunes. Oh, wonderful! And now we have a bit of space. Curnow, get rid of it. Kennedy is a runner. He can straighten up and kick a fucking behind. Wonderful. Oh, man. That was a beautiful passage of play, I have to say. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. The link-up play there was unreal. It was just some quick handballs, drew the Saints defenders, and then we had an absolute world of space. Gresham on half forward, looking for the pass. Oh, wonderful Adam Sard. Wonderful. Going back with the flight. Got all ball and absolutely killed that. So, exceptional by Adam Sard there. Only at ice for the ball. It was, I mean, bear in mind it was a 3-on-1 Carlton's way, but you know, it's the thought that counts, and yeah, Adam Sard was wonderful there. Tommy Campbell, Gresh, Billings, Long, get the touch, and well done by Omac. So that is another behind for St Kilda. So this quarter doesn't have the quite free-flowing feel that we had in the first quarter. The Blues are up by 13. Wonderful kick to Hewitt, just outside the halfback flank. He looks inside to O'Brien. Come on, man. You can't be dropping those and then you turn it over. Oh, that is poor, man. You want to keep giving Lockie O'Brien chances, bro, but uncontested dropped mark, number 1. Uncontested drop mark. Then, I mean, sure he was able to recover it, but then way too long getting rid of it and then just threw the ball. I mean, lads, it's got to be better than that, especially for a player that's been at the club for God knows how long. Anyway, Gresham will have a set shot here from about 50, and that one is well to the left. It just sneaks in for a little bit of a behind here. And the Saints advance to 22. Who kicked the first goal for the Saints this quarter? I'm trying to remember. Blues get it out of the 50. Quick hands. Oh, ball. Jesus, man. Saar did well to recover what was a very bad handball. And once again, O'Brien taking it on and turning it over again. Dropped footy, man. O'Brien, man, he's got to be better. Oh, and Membry has somehow just taken an uncontested mark in a pack. Don't ask me how that's happened. Alright, well. Set shot coming right up here for Timothy Membry. I don't know if that's his full name, but you can almost back him in to kick a second here. I don't know who kicked the first goal for the Saints in the quarter. I don't know who kicked the goal. Was it Higgins? No, it wasn't Higgins. I'm not sure. Please let me know in the chat who kicked that first goal for St Kilda. Membry, you know how good he is from the set shot, but he missed that one. So the Saints, despite their dominance, have been very inaccurate, and you know, those kind of things as a supporter you don't really tolerate. Setters gets it on a halfback from the kick in. Short pass to Hewitt. He can give it off to Zach Williams. In the first quarter, we would have given that handball off, but instead, Hewitt just opts to wait for Williams to fill space, and he gets it now. That was not a 15-metre kick by Williams, but we'll take it. Setterfield's got it. He's going to go long. And Nunes, pick it up. Fish. Wheels round on the left. Oh, wow. We got taken very high. And... oh, Chera, what are you doing, mate? Took the advantage. The kick went horribly wrong. It may still work. Philp. Okay, well, that was a hospital hand pass on Kennedy. Somehow wasn't a free after Kennedy got pushed without it. The Saints with some... well, they're trying to work it out in traffic. And Hewitt got his arms free. My screen just buffered. Nunes kicks it back to the top of the goal square. Get there, Durden. Tough. Tough break. And the Blues advance to 35. Why are we on 36? Bro, what are they talking about? Bro, they can't even... I don't know what the KO staff are doing, man, but... they're just plucking behinds out of everywhere. Brad Hill, can he gather on the outer side? Sinclair ducked out of it. He was given, well, a free kick, but he took advantage. Chera gets the loose ball after it hit the deck. Saar, that is not a 15-metre kick. Handball over the top to Setterfield. Doesn't want to run it out. Instead kicked it. Philp made a contest. Lovely job by him. Goes on the left. And that kick was pretty good. Wilkie keeps it alive. And it's actually going to be out of play. So, KO says it's 36-23. I don't remember when we kicked another behind. But I'm going to say it's 35-23. Bella obviously loves the Pies. So, any Carlton win is no good. So, supporting the Saints, and fair play to you. You know, got to be loyal to your fan base. Saints, keep it alive, and now we have a bit of an issue. The Saints are just moving it much more freely than us. Oh, lovely work. And now they can just kick an open goal. Dan Butler kicks an easy one after the Saints had some beautiful run and gun play. It started with, I believe, well, Ben King. Oh, who is the guy that plays for St Kilda? Max King. Gave off the release hand pass. It may have been Higgins. Let me just have a look. Full stride. No, he gave it to Zach Jones. Membry had gotten out the back. McGovern was left stranded. And unfortunately, Dan Butler was goal side with no one... you know, no one within 10 meters of him, and he just punished us, basically. So, that's what's been missing for us in this quarter. We've actually resorted to our game plan of old, where we just do this kick mark bullshit. There's no variety to our game. as I said, first quarter we were looking to hand the ball off every time someone ran past. A couple minutes ago, Hewitt could have handed it off to Zachy Williams, and he decided to pass it up. So, stagnant play allows your defense to get set, and what we just saw was a byproduct of what happens if you play fast. Our defense had pushed up way too far. Williams tries to get the handball out to McGovern. He is under pressure. That kick's just gone straight to the boundary. Bro, I don't know what the KO people are doing, fam. They still think it's 36-23. Don't ask me what's going on here. Don't ask me what's going on. Crouch, quick handball. Burns, Hunter Clark gets it on the... Well, running towards the boundary. Swings it back. Oh, ground level. Danger, danger. And it's going to be a... You know what I rate? I absolutely rate the workers. Because obviously Ikon Park's getting redeveloped. I rate the workers who are literally eating, like drinking Cokes and friggin' hot food, whilst wearing like their Carlton shit over their fluoros. I rate that. Omac, good intercept mark. Now please hit a target. Thank you. Please hit a target. 18.5 gone in this second quarter. Omac goes down the line, and I mean that is just, we're not playing with any dare in this quarter, and we're second to it. It's basically, if you saw the first quarter, it is literally just flipping the two teams around. Also would prefer the ones in the chat just talking a bit of rubbish. Let's leave the chat for just footy. Let's leave the chat for just footy. Don't really want much else beside that. Just so it's easy for me to read instead of just random crap going on. So, Nunes gets it here on the outer side. Lockie O'Brien presents, and he's got to do a bit more of that. Now, use your left foot, man. You've got a decent kick on you. And that is a very good find to JSOS, who is walking a tightrope on the boundary. Inside a Chero, just fucking dropped a simple mark, man. Okay, and Silvani's just thrown that. And Razor Ray saw it. I think Silvani was trying to get away with it there, But fam, I don't understand. Chero's dropped a simple chest mark. Who else dropped them? Lockie O'Brien dropped a chest mark. I don't know what was said at quarter time, or what the Saints players have done, if they've talked a little bit of trash on the field, but mate, we've just got the jitters in everything we do at the moment, and it's been since like the 20-minute mark. Great kick by Williams. Always was in a paddock in the middle of the ground. Gave it to Charlie. He sort of had to hold it up a little. Charlie goes all the way and missed it. Zach Williams, that is an unreal kick at goal. Unbelievable. Okay, we have not scored 356, let's be honest. That was an unreal pass by Zach Williams. I think he kicked it on his right. It was like a swing in. And it was like a 50-meter, extremely accurate pass. I mean, unbelievable. Lovely. And 21 minutes gone, we still hold a very slender 7-point advantage. First quarter, the Blues kick 5. Unfortunately, that scoring has dried up as our game style has resorted to more of a bottom 6 side game style. The Saints with some good possession game here. Burns has to wait. Sinclair doesn't know where to go. He finds Webster, and always you've got to stay on Bradley Hill there. Good pass to Membry, who's leading up. Handball to Webster, who gets it back after his own kick. And that's too easy. Somehow King has got a little bit of space on Wiedering. And given King's size and I'd imagine more strength than last season, he's just holding those every day of the week. What a wonderful kick by Webster. And I don't know who hit the deck. Williams looked like he slipped a little bit. Is that a 50? What for? It's a 50-meter penalty. I don't know what's going on. The Saints have a goal, though. Oh, man. What? Okay. Fam. Even the commentators don't know what the score is. Unless I'm missing a behind somewhere that I didn't see. I'm pretty sure this score that I got on the screen is accurate. It's just good football. They're maintaining possession. They aren't dropping their marks. They got a bit of movement on it. They're mixing it up with some lead-up play, some hand pass receives. You know what I'm saying? It's just... Oh, wow, that is an awful ball up by whoever it is. Constantine says, typical Carlton choking, a big lead. Man, it's just... We're getting back into old habits. And, Cripps, oh, wow. Did very well to get the hand pass out, but it's going to get called back for a free kick. Are we in the last quarter? No, we're in the second. We are in the second quarter. Sard gets it out to O'Brien. Look, we need some lead up, man. That is not it. Oh, hits the deck. Hewitt. Snap is off. And the Blues have a very slender deficit of 2 points. It's not 3 points, commentator. It's 2. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Yeah, the problem is, yeah, it was never going to be sustainable if we, decided to go back to our old habits, if you know what I'm saying. Like this game style we're playing currently is the game style that made us lose a shit ton of games. Oh, it's out of play. Is this bad? No, it's not bad. We got a half to make amends. It's a practice game though, so it's not a huge big it's not a big deal. It's not a huge deal. Good hand pass feed out to Chera, and that could have been out of bounds, marked to St Kilda, whatever you want. That kick inside was a little bit dangerous, but Durden is like 5'1", so he was never intercepting that. Given if it was a taller player, maybe a little bit different, but Saints are going to look to go out the other side, so they go back to go forward. Burns gets it on the other side. Is this like rugby? If you just search up what is AFL on YouTube, you can watch a video on how it works. I've actually got to make one because I know there's a lot of foreign people on the channel, obviously, because I do NBA stuff and Premier League stuff. So we've got a lot of British people watching stuff on my channel and Americans. So I probably have to make my own what is AFL video or something, but we've got a little bit of handball play here by the Saints right on their attacking 50. Durden is somehow in the back line. What's he doing there? Sard tries to keep it alive. Could have been pinged for kicking in danger. Boyd get rid. Oh my god, that is a woeful kick. He's kicked it straight to a Saint. Oh, Sinclair. Good tackle by whoever that was. It goes high, and it's a behind. Chase says better than rugby, trust. Yeah, it is better than rugby. I still don't understand what... Well, I do understand rugby. I understand it more than what I used to, but it still is a bit confusion. So, I don't know if it's a 1 or a 2 point lead, because KO's telling me one thing, and my conscience is telling me another. The Saints fished the handball out to Zach Jones, who tried to get a free kick, and he got it. I mean, Zach Fish was doing everything in his power. He was doing everything in his power to not give away the free kick. He did. Chase, I will answer your question at the half very shortly. Zachy Jones kicks it long inside the forward 50, and a strong fist by Wiedering sends that one out of play. I'll just answer it now. Cripps has been really good, I think. Sure, he hasn't had like an absolutely amazing impact, but he's been getting involved. He's done a lot of handballs though, not a lot of kicking, not a lot of like game-breaking play like he used to do a couple seasons ago. The Saints have way too much space here. It's going to be a free kick to St Kilda, I think. Fam, this Jordan Boyd bloke has given away I don't know how many free kicks / turnovers. It's unreal. Is it Aussie football? Yes. Australian rules football. Unbelievable. I mean, okay, that was just... Jordan Boyd has just tackled Jack Higgins without knowing. It's one of those free kicks where... Oh, well, Higgins, has he kicked a goal? Wow, Higgins decided to snap the ball from 30 out. Don't ask me why. He didn't even make the distance. Wiedering touched it on the line. The lead is either tied or it's a 1-point lead to Carlton. Don't quote me. Carlton just kick it long. I mean, it looks like it's going to be all square at the break. We've had 28 minutes elapse. So, okay, yeah. So, Wiedering touched the ball in the goal line. See, that is being alert. That's good stuff by Jacob there. Oh, wow. What? Tom Campbell's just gone straight for the legs. Oh, good tackle there by Steele to force the turnover. Oh, King goes down hard. And he is a bit slow to get up. Lockie O'Brien just... What the hell is Lockie O'Brien doing, man? Saints have got a goal. I don't know who it was. Was it Higgins? Well, I mean, that was just a little dribble off the ground. But once again, this is very similar to the goal in the first quarter that Campbell scored. It was a goal that we needed to kill and get to the boundary line. Like, the boundary was right there. If you could just tap the ball towards the boundary and then give the umpires the impression that you were trying to keep it alive, it would be okay. But who was it? Newman. Somehow O'Brien just tripped over his own feet and looked like an absolute clown. And the Saints have just capitalised on that. I mean, that is just piss poor, let's be honest. Higgins scores. I don't know who is the other goal scorer for St Kilda. I'm missing one. But the Saints have a lead now. And we've got some work to do at the half with regards to mindset, because it's been pretty poor in the second quarter. We've had a few opportunities on goal. The Saints once again forced a turnover. Bad handball. And Williams, I thought he was getting held. Billings has fumbled the ball mid-air and then gone diving to grab it before it hit the deck, and he was successful. So he will be taking a set shot. This is within range for him. About 48 metres out, 50 out. Man, Lockie O'Brien has had a quarter to forget, or half to forget, you'd suggest. Couple guys we haven't seen from for the Blues in the first half is Paddy Dow and Lockie Fogarty. Billings, that hasn't made the distance. And it looks like, well, the Blues could have just kept it alive and it wouldn't have counted as a behind, but we've punched it through as the siren's gone. So the Saints will get another behind to their name. Okay, so it looks like the Saints are 44 and we are 38. So yeah, our defense was leaky. I mean, it was, as I said, it was the flip side of what we did in the first quarter, basically. 4 goals, 7 conceded, and 5 behinds for Carlton. So in the first quarter, we were lauding them for accuracy. In the second quarter, we were just getting there was a couple occasions where it was just rush behinds, just stuff that was never going to be a goal, basically. So we've got to regroup. Obviously, it's a practice match. A practice match hit out. Doesn't count for anything, but obviously you don't want to fall into bad habits this early in the season. And, I mean, this game has traits that were also apparent last season when, we were losing games, coughing up leads, scoring inaccurately, falling into bad habits too much, too often. So yeah, but it is half time. It is a 1 goal lead for St Kilda after a very good first quarter. We look at the scorers for Carlton. Silvani has 2, Owies has 1, Durden and Kennedy also have 1. Obviously, no one added to that tally in the second quarter. For the Saints, Membry's got 1, Campbell's got 1, King, Butler and Higgins also have 1. I'm also missing a goal. I don't know who it is. It's really giving me the shits, but I got no clue. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to show your support on it. Drop a like on it. And subscribe to the show so you're notified about other random shit we're doing. We do have a Dice Footy episode coming out tonight. So if you're intrigued by that, make sure to tune in at 4 p.m. For that. And we'll also be doing Carlton watch-alongs. I don't know if we'll be doing like... We're not going to be doing them every week because I'll probably be at the ground for a lot of games. But for the away fixtures, more often than not, I will be sitting in this very seat watching the games. If you have any like suggestions for improvement on the streams and whatnot, I would appreciate it if you did let me know. Shout out what you think would be a good addition to the stream, but yeah, so no, but the first quarter is exactly what we want to see from a Carlton football side. Fast-paced footy, good pressure that's relentless. Durden and Owies were good products of that. But unfortunately, in the second quarter, we just couldn't get our hands on it. We weren't winning the territory battle. When we did get the footy, we were turning it over. And it's credit to the Saints for forcing that pressure and then playing with a free-flowing style that our Carlton defence wasn't able to hold up towards. So, yeah, it's not ideal. Let's be honest. It was not ideal. But, yeah. If you have any thoughts about the first half, make sure to let me know in the chat as well. I'd love to hear your points of discussion. Anything Carlton related, anything AFL related. Because, yeah, it's... the season is coming. The season is coming, and it is exciting. It's very exciting. I think we're only 20 or so days away. It's absolutely mental how quickly it has crept up on us. Hold on. I'm just trying to see who's kicked the goals here. Yeah, but 2019 Cripps, 2021 Walsh. I'm not too sure what you mean by that, but if you're talking about the form we need from Cripps, 100% it's the 2019 Cripps. Oh, who's better? Gee, it's tough. Where am I watching this? I am watching this on KO, Marcus. So that is the only place you can watch these, unfortunately. But obviously, it's much more accessible than what it used to be. Watching games like this, you'd never be able to watch practice games 10 or so years ago, at all, really. So Ben King missed that. The game changed like second quarter, really. I'm going to be honest with you. Actually, no, like 20 minutes into the first. You could just sense there was a little bit of a shift. That Jordan Boyd, guys, is really shaky, man. Okay, so I've just seen the Tom Campbell goal back where Lockie O'Brien actually could have gotten to the ball, but instead he decided to bump Tom Campbell off it. In what world, Lockie, do you think you can bump a ruckman? If there's an award for most disappointing today, it's probably got to be Lockie. Okay, well now we're just seeing a glimpse of we're just seeing a glimpse of the other goals. There we go. Mason Wood was the other goal scorer for the Saints. So now now I can rest easy. Jaden Bryan has just said Max King unprovoked. I don't know if he's responding to someone in the chat or whatever. With regards to who's better, 2019 Crips. Look, I think Sam Walsh probably was better. I think he was more of a game changer. I don't know if he contributed to more wins, because you could argue, well, our team was better in 2021 than it was. Oh yeah, Ben King. Fuck. Yeah, I've said this the whole stream. I've said Ben King, Max King, Ben King, Max King. Bro, even after they've been in the league for 3 seasons, I can't get it right. But yeah, I think, like, even though the 2021 Carlton team is better than the 2019 one, obviously by ladder position and by pretty much all metrics, I still think Walsh was the game breaker. There were games where we would be absolutely fried, and Walsh would just go out there and play amazingly. And I think that's what's the key, given now that he's out. The key is, can we avoid falling into the trap of playing shit because our best player isn't there? And the same with Harry Mackay. It's all about system. It's all about system. Systems make AFL teams good. Make any team good. If you have a reliable system, it will hold up with every and any player you have on your squad, no matter how good or shit they are. So yeah. But look, in terms of what we've seen today, first quarter was lovely. Second quarter, not so much. And obviously the scoreboard says that. But beyond looking at the scoreboard, the ball movement was lacking. It was just worse. Bro, I'm just watching these highlights again because KO was showing the highlights. And Lockie O'Brien is giving me the shits, bro. The 2 goals that we conceded that we needed to mop up at ground level, Lockie O'Brien made himself look like an absolute clown. I'm trying to think. What was I saying? I don't even know. Oh yeah. No, we just weren't moving the ball. It was too predictable. A lot of shit similar to last season in terms of predictability. Taylor is a Saints supporter. Welcome to the stream. Go the Mighty Saints, he says. Or she. I don't know. You can't really assume gender. But yeah, I mean, you got some reason to be pretty chill. Luke says Cripper better. On the flip side, as much as you could say Walshy won games for Carlton more than Cripps did, Cripps did an exceptional job given what he was or had to deal with. There was that game years ago. Oh, that game against Brisbane where we were down like 40-3 second quarter. I was at that game. 40-3, and he ended up having like 40 touches and 4 goals. That was unreal to watch. And he could have kicked 5 on the siren, but he just decided to boot the ball because I don't think we'd won in like 10 games. He just wanted to celebrate with his teammates on the final siren. So that game was unreal to watch. So I think games like that just show how much Cripps can take over, but I don't think he did that enough. I feel like Sam Walsh, like, even though he would not kick 4 goals in a game, he would do so much, especially to your midfield. And then he just plucks some bullshit ass goal out of nowhere. Like the another game I went to, Carlton Freo last season. That goal that he kicked on the boundary, was able to keep it alive, and then the celebration afterwards was absolutely nuts. So I think in their own ways, if you look at it from different perspectives, 2019 Cripps will trump 2021 Walsh, and 2021 Walsh will trump 2020 or 2019 Cripps. But both of them have the equal ability to take over games like it's nothing. The problem is, I feel like it doesn't come as consistently for Cripps than it does for Walsh. Because, think about it, Walsh has a bigger tank. Walsh can get to contests more. Walsh can make an impact more as a result. That's my opinion. I actually probably side with Walsh more because of his work ethic and his work ethic alone. He works his butt off. Even if you're getting flogged, some players will just be down and out. They would have checked out of the game. They will do some careless ass turnover just to, pile on the pain. But Sam Walsh, man, would just keep on going. He will keep on running for your team. And that is why it's so crucial that we got that contract extension into him. Because, bro, if we lost this guy, bro, it would have been curtains. Bro, he sets a precedent for the club and every player involved in that club to work hard. So, I don't know what he's doing today, if he's just sitting on the side, if he's doing some coaching thing. If he is, bro, I'm stoked for him, but because I actually believe that'll help him in more ways than one. Obviously, we saw Matt Rowell do the same thing when he was out for quite some time last year, so if we can see more of that, if we can see like improvements in his game because he's seeing shit from a perspective that you don't really see it from, then it could go a long way. But I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Make sure to show your support in more ways than one. Like the show. Subscribe. We're doing more Carlton watch-alongs. We've got a couple things planned on the channel, so if you want to stay notified for that shit, make sure to do so. And we hit 200 subs, so thank you to those who have subscribed to the show. Because before today, we weren't on 200, but we are now. And mind you, we've had an exceptional amount of support in the last 30 days. So I want to thank you all for that, whoever's chipped in. And even those who are just tuning in today, just listening in. Because obviously, people watching the live stream make the live stream. If you're communicating in chat, even if I'm just talking to people, even if I can't hear you, even if I can't see you, even if you're not chatting to me, I'm still technically speaking to you. Or even just providing something you need. You want to watch the game? You want to hear the game? You probably can't, but I'm the next best thing. Apparently. Allegedly. I'm not saying I am, but you think so if you're here. So, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. It's been good fun, though. It's been good fun. The stream so far. I won't be doing the because I know we play Melbourne next Thursday night. I don't think I'll be doing that. Maybe. We probably will be doing like reactions and stuff though. We'll be doing like maybe something the morning later, where we'll just talk about the Carlton game or something like that, or even the I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. Last year, later in the year, when I started this channel, I actually did like round recaps where I'd just talk about every single game for like 15 minutes. Sometimes it go a bit longer. But obviously, if it goes a little bit longer, then so be it. But we did those too, so I could do a 2-in-1 on a weekend and knock both of those things out. So you never know. But if you have any suggestions for what I should do or what you'd like to see, we can see if we can make it work if you let us know. But I don't know how long there is left in this first half. I want to see. Jesus. Oh my god. Gee, talking is exhausting, bro. I'll tell you who's been really good. Zachy Williams has been really good. Zachy Williams has been wonderful. Twice, straight out of the breaks, he has just ran off halfback on the first centre bounce and gotten the handball receive. But yeah, it's just it's just going to be interesting to see if we can revert back to what we were doing in the first quarter. I'm just going to have a look through the list and see who is not playing. Bro, these workers are slacking, man. They're watching the Carlton game instead of doing their work. Unacceptable. No, it's all good fun. Paddy Dow hasn't seen minutes yet. Fogarty hasn't. I'm trying to see who else. And it looks like Alex Mirkov, who is the young ruckman that we did get as a replacement last season when a couple guys went down. Those are the only guys we haven't seen. For the Saints, we haven't seen Ben Long. We haven't seen Jared Leanett. We haven't seen Jack Hayes. I don't know who that is, but must be a rookie. And I think that's it. So only a few players missing. Oh, mate, I've just seen Blue Abroad. Blue Abroad. On the KO stream. Let's go. That is funny as. Oh, my God. What about George and Chera? George Hewitt's been pretty decent as well. I'm going to be honest with you. He's been very good at the contest. Gotten a few handballs free. You love to see it. Yeah, he's been pretty damn solid. I'm going to be honest with you. Chera, second quarter for some reason, uncontested mark. He just dropped it. Unprovoked. Hold on a second. I know who that is. That is a bot. Alright. Yeah, Chera has been, like, for the most part, he's been decent. He's got involved, but he hasn't, like, broken the game apart either. Yeah, so George Hewitt has been good. I'd say he's been better than Chera, I'm going to be honest with you. Because I think he's done more of what's been asked of him. As opposed to Chera, who... Sure, he's done, like, good things, but... He hasn't been, like, absolutely... he hasn't addressed everything. He's made a couple mistakes. I think Hewitt's done everything that's been asked of him. Who is in the ruck for St Kilda? It's got to be... Who is that? What am I talking about? Tom Campbell. And then Cooper Sharman pinch hit when it was in the forward 50 for St Kilda. So, yeah. Half-time, 1 goal deficit. Mirkov, Owies... No, what am I talking about? Owies. Dow and Fogarty have not seen game time yet. So expect that in the second half. I think it was always going to be tough to to play, like, Fogarty, Dow, Chera, Hewitt, Cripps, Fisher, all those names at one time. So I think you're not going to see, like, a bit of, a couple other midfielders to start the second half. How's Kennedy? Kennedy kicked 1 in the first quarter, but he's been relatively quiet ever since. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, like, you can't really see, like, not box score, bro. I've been watching too much NBA. You can't see, like, stat sheets about this stuff. Like, I may be mistaken, but, I actually can't see... I don't know where you see the, like, statistics or anything. You can't really find it. So, in case you missed it, obviously you can see the scoreline, but let's just go over who scored the goals for both sides. Carlton kicked all their goals in the first quarter. Silvani got 2 of those. Owies, Durden, and Kennedy, 1 each. St Kilda, Membry, Campbell, King, Butler, Higgins, and Wood were the guys for the Saints that scored goals. Obviously, they scored the bulk of theirs in the second quarter. And that was, well, I mean, they piled on the goals in the second quarter. 4 goals, 7. I mean, we kicked 5 behinds. But, you know, 5 behinds, bro. What is that going to do? You're not going to win games doing that. So second half should be underway shortly. Yeah. So, decent stuff. It looks like Kennedy will be starting. this centre bounce, you've got him, you got Chera, and you got Cripper. So George Hewitt looks to be taking a seat, possibly for the rest of the half, but I could be mistaken, man. Anyway, here we go. Second half's about to get underway, and we'll see how it is. Here we go. Ball up, coming in, and Pitnet wins the tap. Cripps reads it well, but couldn't gather. Good tackle by Pitnet on Steele. One-on-one contest between Newman and Butler. Williams tries to get the hand pass out. Okay, Jordan Boyd fam, bro. That was extremely high, mate. And somehow it's holding the ball. Bro, Jordan Boyd fam. Get off my team. Williams won the free kick there, though. Pretty good work there by him. Newman. Oh, shit. What a bad kick. The Saints read it. They intercepted Mason Woodford like the second time today. It's a 2-on-1 out back, and McGovern with a strong intercept. You will suspect that that is going to be his role pretty much all season long. And if he can do that, I think it'll be exciting, because obviously we haven't seen the best of Mitch McGovern at Carlton. Heck, we don't even know what the best of Mitch McGovern looks like generally. Durden mops it up here. Williamson, oh, that's a bad kick. Bit short on Silvani, and it's a high tackle. Another careless tackle by the Blues to start the second half. And Patton will look to go quickly. As soon as he got up, he kicked it. And oh my goodness. Maxi King with a strong grab out in front on Wiedering. I think Mitch McGovern literally spoilt his own man, and he will have a set shot. We are in the third quarter. Hold on. I've just got to... That should be right. Okay, that's pissing me off. Alright, here we go. Benny King, Maxi King, shit. Maxi King's just missed one from directly in front. So let me just change the score, and I'll get this shit updated ASAP. Okay, should be right. Yeah, that's good enough. It's a bit dodge, but you know what? It can do the job, mate. Third quarter, McGovern gets it from 45 out. What the shit was that? That wasn't even a helicopter. Oh, Kennedy, get your arms free. Here we go. We're going down the middle. Handball. Drew a couple defenders. And that's beautiful. Lovely work by the Blues. Kemp, I swear to God, what are you passing it for? He did anyway. And Chera was wide open. So I guess the Saints were just begging Brody Kemp to pass to him. So Chera will have a shot. But I mean, as much as that kick by McGovern was probably the most atrocious kick I've ever seen, it opened the game up somewhat. And even though it wasn't pretty, we were able to, you know, on the weak side of the ground, we had a couple more numbers than the Saints, and we were able to take advantage of that. And in the end, Kemp had an easy uncontested mark in the 50. Chera, beautiful kick! Get around him! Get around him. Lovely. So that is our first goal of the third quarter. And mind you, we haven't kicked one in like 50 years. So that's a big deal. Chera gets his first score as a Carlton member. Mind you, it is not going to go down in the stats. But, well, generally it's not going to go down in the stats. But Chera gets on the board. Obviously, today, we're not going to see a lot of goals from key forwards. Kemp could have easily gone for goal there, but mind you, you know, probably the right option. I reckon I'd back Chera in more than Kemp. Charlie hasn't really had a sniff today. I don't know who's been on him. I think Josh Battle, and he's done a damn good job. Kerno's been pretty useless, let's be honest. Cripper gets the arms free. Beautiful handball out wide to Matt Kennedy, who put himself in a bit of space. Long kick. Jesus! In front. That is a beautiful mark. He sort of had to check his lead a little bit, because otherwise he was going to overrun it. But sort sort of protected the drop zone a little bit and just dove in front and was able to take the grab. He can go for his third goal, which has been he's been exceptional. In the few opportunities he's had. Can he kick the goal? Nope. Not that time. Kenny, welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're doing well. The game is tied. The game is tied. And Jesus kicked 2 goals in the first quarter, but he is now he is now scored a behind, unfortunately. So there you have it. And the Saints, Pitto. Oh, wonderful work by Pitto. Getting involved in there with the handball chain. And if Durden could have gotten that to ground, I reckon Owies would have been in with a sniff to get it just a little bit closer to goal. But it's going to be a boundary throw in about 45 out, just inside the forward 50. And this is a promising start to the third quarter. Razor Ray's doing squats on the bench. All right. All right, mate. All right. Fish. Oh, he's just had a little bit of space out wide. Jesus wants the handball receive, and he's absolutely scuffed the kick. He had so much time on his hands. Wonderful tackle by Durden, an absolute cruncher. Lob. Well, not Lob, as in Rory Lob. Lockie O'Brien. Well done by him. Well, actually, no, it wasn't well done because he just kicked it to a Saints player. Oh, my God. Jack Nunes, you absolute idiot, has just absolutely shoulder charged the Saints player. Now the Saints are on the break, and Higgins has just kicked it right up in the air. It's a bad kick. And O'Brien dropped the chest mark again, for God's sake. Is able to give it off to Fisher, luckily, who had a lot of time on his hands. Curnow got pushed off it. But the umpire was like, well, no, it's a legitimate push. I don't know what that even means. But the Saints, oh my God, Sard could have taken a mark. Wasn't strong with it. Blues mop it up again, and Wiedering just slows down the tempo a little, but Fisher wants to pick it back up. Bit of a shit pass to O'Brien, but he did well to recover, and Sard did well. Curnow! Beauty! Adam Sard was able to keep it alive. Swing around on the left. Charlie Curnow. Lightly shoved Battle under the ball. And one-handed pluck by Charlie was absolutely beautiful. And now we'll line things up for goal. Here we go. He's going to swing around on the right. What the shit was that? That was absolutely woeful by Charlie. And we advance to 46. We have the lead back. But fam, Charlie's just got to keep it simple. And on that occasion, well, he didn't want the simple. He wanted the show. He wanted the Showtime goal, and unfortunately, it wasn't even close. It was atrocious. Zachy Jones found a little bit more space after everyone just went away from it, and Omac intercepts that one. He looks inside, which I like the thought, but the Saints close that one out. It's a free kick to St Kilda. Oscar McDonald got pinged for a free kick, or someone else did. I don't know, but King brings it aground. Wiedering did well to get a kick away. And O'Brien with another dodgy kick. Bro, I don't understand, bro. We got this guy for his kicking, and his kicking is non-existent. Jack Steele with a 5-meter pass. It worked out in the end. The Saints just dropped the footy and brought a bit of unnecessary pressure on. Pitnat just... What is going on? I don't understand, bro. There's just so many stoppages in play at the moment. Maxi King gets his free kick. He had Steele on the right, who had a bit of space. Instead, King will just kick it into the... Well, near the goal square, and Wiedering just fell into the space. It's going to be a 50. Ben Long is in the shits, man, because he thought he didn't get an adequate an adequate amount of time to get out of the way, but the umpire saw it differently. Now we get some good ball movement here on the outer side. Newman with a beautiful pass to Charlie. You are not defending that. Charlie's a bit slow to get up, which I absolutely hate. Will he kick the goal? Maybe. Okay. Beautiful kick by Newman on the left. Now, what he needs to do, Charlie, is not be an idiot and just kick a drop punt. Straight line it towards goal, because if you try swing around, it does all sorts of bullshit to your kick. Okay, well, he swung around. Brilliant. Oh my god. Oh shit, he's hit the post. I'll tell you what, it was a fair crack. But, yeah, that was just bit astray. So 6 goals, 11 for Carlton now. After we started off very promising, we've kicked 1 goal late since quarter time. I tell you what, that's not going to win games. And there were a couple instances last year where we'd have score lines like this after or in the middle 2 quarters when the game was there to be won, or we needed to consolidate a lead, you know. Oh, there's Jack Carroll on the bench as well. Watching on. Okay, Mirkov is in for his first action. Good tackle there by Setters. I mean, he just dropped the ball, Jack Steele, but umpire was like, nah, we'll ball this one up. 11 minutes 30 gone in the first. Who the hell is that in the ruck? Number 47, Jack Hayes. Alright, well, that's someone that exists. Oh my god, voice crack was unreal. Mirkov. I mean, he's got to win the ruck contest here. Kennedy gets the clearance. Sinclair read it. Quick kick out. Williams did exceptionally well. He had to go back to go forward. Kennedy. Beautiful fake. I mean, the off-ball movement was exceptional. The kick was not there, though, for Kennedy. And even though his hard work was exceptional... Oh, come on, Willow. You got to straight line him. It was a strong tackle by him. And there was no free kick. But now the Blues, the link-up is on. We use Sard. Oh, wonderful fake on Sharman. And the composure to not hit up anyone. Why is always contesting the marking contest? Good tackle. Kurno's just fended off Brody Kemp. Chera has a bit of room. Kick the goal, Ches. He does! And, I mean, we worked it out in the end. We worked it out in the end, did we? Good enough, lads. Oh, man. That is what happens when you move the ball a little bit quicker. Sure, it was a bit, messy, but Adam Saab with the composure there, and then Charlie Curnow for some reason fended off Kemp, but it worked out. Good vision to find Chera. I mean, for some players, you're very narrow-minded with your vision, and you only look towards goal, especially if you're, talking local footy, but, that's what separates these players from, your local type player. That IQ to look inside, have that mindset, and see players like Chera just waddling in, 5 meters of space. So, credit to us for finding Chera, and he's kicked his second goal in this quarter. So, it's good fun. And the Blues have a little bit of separation, 14 minutes gone into this quarter. And the Blues have kicked 2 goals, 3 to 1 behind. So, not the same domination that we had in the first quarter, but, defensively been pretty decent so far. The Saints really haven't had a sniff. It's gone inside the forward 50. Williamson with a very blind kick out of the 50. And Fish escorts Bradley Hill to the boundary line, so it'll be a throw-in. But if you're enjoying the stream, drop a like on it and subscribe to the show. We've got watch-alongs coming throughout the year for the AFL. and whatever. So make sure to stay tuned for those. Is Mackay playing? No. He is in doubt for round 1, so he won't be playing for any of the practice games or anything. So beautiful work for the Blues to find a little bit of space in traffic. Chera found it out wide. It was a bit of a whack kick. Murkov, good tackle. That's holding the ball, lads. Bro, we just threw it out. Ross. Oh, that's going to be a block. Hewitt with a bit of a stupid-ass free kick conceded to Jack Billings. In class watching and teacher asking questions, shaking my head. Well, I don't really know what you expected going into a classroom there, but for some reason Brad Crouch has been able to slip. Oh my god, what an awful kick. Awful option by Brad Crouch. Billings swings around on the left. And Wiedering, what a grab. Oh my god. Had to contort his body a little. But he took it nice and strongly. The Saints, bro, they had a shot on goal. Brad Crouch had just slipped into a bit of space in the pocket. And he decided to short pass it to Ben Long. It didn't even make the distance. And they basically just stuffed up an opportunity to get a score. Strong fist by Wiedering again. Long tried to take him on. It didn't work. Setterfield spins out of traffic. Newman, good handball. O'Brien out wide. The handball was wayward by Chera. And unfortunately, yeah, it is what it is. So, yeah. Just getting rid of some spam messages, don't mind me. Campbell, handball to no one in particular. Sard wanted to get the handball free. Jones stole it off him, and then a strong tackle by multiple Carlton players. It'll be a ball up. Strong tackle by Chera. 42 people in the stream. Yeah. Wonderful. You got spamming in your chat? Yeah, well, I don't know if me hiding it removes it from everyone, but is what it is. It's not excessive, but to those who have tuned in, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you joining us. The Blues started well. The Saints countered it with a good second quarter of their own, and the third quarter hasn't been really that pretty, to be honest, but the Blues have been more of an attacking threat. It looks like there's going to be a free kick. No. Chera with a good tackle there. Mirkov in the ruck. Did well to compete. Zach Jones tried to tackle. Oh, he got hit high, but it looked like he was trying to... Oh, wait. Good work by Hewitt to run past. You got so many options. He kicks it long. That is not it. And the Saints have the numbers, man. I mean, he could have just been a little bit more patient. We had a couple runners inside, but obviously we wouldn't be able to kick it as deep inside the forward 50. But, bro, those players could have just run it into goal. Lead up by Campbell is strong on Mirkov. Campbell kicking inside. He's tried that a couple times today, and that time it also didn't work. Always did well to fight for the loose ball, and he won the free for it. Always kicks to the leading Charlie Curnow. It was a 1v3 for the Saints. Don't ask me how that's happened. Billings out wide. Takes the grab, and he's got a little bit of space to operate and survey his options. Sharman is the lead up, and he hits him up. Kicks it sideways to Sinclair. Handball to Hill, who's just, I mean, he's got too much space there. He's got all the time in the world to look. Oh, it nearly got out the back. And the Blues mop it up. So Jordan Boyd's got it here. Had a few shaky moments in the second, but that's a wonderful kick to Brody Kemp on the lead up. And you really like what the Blues are doing here in terms of when they take a mark, they're looking inside first. But once again, let down with a bad kick there. Kemp followed up his own work and did well to get it out of play before the Saints punished on the counter. But You know, we were a little bit more daring in the first half with those type of kicks. If you're gonna try that kick, try do it a little bit longer. Few handballs in here. Carlton get the kick away. And Silvani, can he take the grab? No, but he follows up with a strong tackle that impacted the Saints player. Good work by the Blues. We got the numbers here. All the runners, Cripper with the spin move. And I would have thought that was holding the ball St Kilda's way, but... Oh, and then Bradley Hill took too long. Beautiful by Willow in the middle of the ground in the centre circles. And now we're out, but Setterfield fucking tripped up. Oh my god, man. You can't make this shit up. Then it's a bad kick by St Kilda. Boyd tried to kill Jack Higgins. Oh my god, bro. Uh-oh. What is going on? What is going on in this game? I thought there was a stoppage in play because McGovern hit the turf after Ben Long enforced the tunnel. Let's have a look. So Higgins, Jordan Boyd has tried to absolutely murder Jack Higgins, and then McGovern got tunneled. The Saints get the handball out here. They are pushed a little bit back. Lean it with the kick down the line. One-on-one between Sard and Ross. It goes out of play. Nelson says Zach no Mac. I don't really know what you're saying there. CJ says at goal, not on goal. I don't think straight when I'm commentating. As long as I get the message across, it'll do the job. The Greater Good says, who is the meanest guy with the Saints? Is he a punisher? There's not really anyone mean for St Kilda. Like, there's people you hate, but you know. I mean, Jack Steele is a brute. Jack Steele's an absolute brute. Oh, well done by Owies. He nearly read the ball in air, but then tripped over his own feet. Patton, one-on-one to King. Somehow Gresham is at ground level unattended. King on the boundary. Drop punt to the top of the square. Would try to come over the top. Zachy will. Oh, lovely work to get out of traffic. A little sidestep and then a spin move. Kennedy's got to get rid. Durden has a little bit of room to operate. I'd love a Shepherd here for him, but he's not going to get it. He hits up Jack Silvani on the lead. Durden, beautiful work ethic, work rate to get his own kick. Then gave it to Silvani inboard, who has a bit of time to look. And surely there's a free on Owies, man. I thought that was in the back, and Owies is on the ground, a bit slow to get up. And Sinclair, surely, nope, he tripped and was tackled, but it wasn't holding the ball. Sharman now's got it. Wing, Boyd, good grab on Gresham. Good position. Kicks inside to Fish. He can give it to Sard, who is unguarded, and he could take it all the way, but he's not. He's going to lace out, hit up Brody Kemp instead, who has led up pretty well on numerous occasions in this match. And here we go. We'll have a bit of an opportunity to convert here. 23.5 minutes gone into the third quarter. We have only seen 2 goals, in case you missed it, in this third quarter. And both of those have been attributed to Chera. Here we go. Brody Kemp. Beautiful kick. That's lovely. Lovely stuff by Brody Kemp, and he will see his first goal of the morning. And that one sails through. And he's been much more present in this third quarter than he was in the first 2. That's just good ball movement. And Adam Sard with a wonderful lace-out hit-up. Jack the Animal Steele, sure, if you want to call him that, you can do that. And it's Steele with an E. Just for some education. Steele is spelled S-T-E-E-L-E. So the Blues advance to 59. They lead by 14. Brody Kemp kicks his first of the day. If he can... I mean, he played backline last year, but if he can go forward and kick a couple, be the ultimate swingman. Bro, it'll be awesome for our versatility. Kennedy gets the clearance. Read it well. It's a tumbler inside forward 50. And Kemp sends Wilkie out of play with his pressure. So inside the forward 50. Is there any way I can watch the game apart from KO? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. I'm the best thing you got, unfortunately. It's going to be a free kick for St Kilda. Silvani was caught behind. Tom Campbell obviously holding that front position, and Silvani reached over the top. It'll be a free kick. He kicks it long down the line. King flies, but he wasn't able to recover. Off the deck. Lands in a Saints player's lap, and now it is everyone flooding back to set up for Carlton so they don't concede here. Brad Hill kicked it to absolutely no one except Zach Williams. Surely there's going to be some type of replay. I'm not too sure about these types of games. Setterfield, that kick was really risky. But Jordan Boyd takes the grab here. And surely that's a... What? Would have thought that was a 50, but it wasn't. It's going to be a holding free. Paddy Cripps. Beautiful lead up by J-Sauce on the outer side wing. Shortly there is going to be some type of replay. Yeah, I'm not too sure with the replays, whether they do stuff like that. For the preseason games, they will. But I'm not 100% sure with regards to replays. You'd think there'd be something. Well done by Brody Kemp to put his head over the footy, and he got taken high, so he's going to get a free kick. That was anyone's ball to win, and Brody Kemp put his body on the line, and that's what you want to see. He's a little bit ginger, a little bit proppy, but, you know, he'll go back and take the shot, and if his last shot on goal was evidence of anything, it's that he can kick a good... Well, he's got a good shot on goal, so let's hope. Let's hope. Here we go. Brody. Couple steps inside 50. It's, bit off. Bit off. There's a behind, so the Blues advance to 60. Kemp could have had his second of the quarter. Defense has been exceptional this quarter. Absolutely exceptional. One behind for St Kilda. I mean, the delivery into the forward 50 has not been good for St Kilda, let's be honest. But, you know, defensively, we have sort of rushed them into some bad kicks. Lockie O'Brien, left foot driller. It's on 50. Philp mops it up. It was a bad handball to Chera. That's who he was looking for. The Saints, some quick handballs. They have been pushed to the line, but they're able to kick it down the line. Get out of there. We need to win the ball here. The Saints nearly kept it alive. Unfortunately not. It's a throw in on the near side. Pitnet in the ruck contest with Jack Hayes. Beautiful handball by Hewitt. Cripps got bumped, but was allowed to release Lockie O'Brien, and Silvani once again with the lead up. This is wonderful work. J-Sauce kicks it long. Battle's going to come over and intercept, which he does well. No, that was McKenzie. And he makes sure that ball was looking to bounce further back into play, but McKenzie killed that. So deep in the forward 50 for the Blues. Perhaps one more opportunity to score a goal. 29 minutes gone. I love Jack Steele because he got me a shit ton of fantasy points last year. Jack Silvani just got rid of whoever he was fighting with in the ruck, but we weren't able to capitalize. Looks like it's going to be a dead ball in there. Nope, the Saints get it out. Fair play. Blues mop it up here on the outside. They add more numbers. Lockie O'Brien. Beautiful lace out past the Durden. He just dropped the chest mark. Why do I have... Oh, shit, I didn't even realize. I have NBA season in the title. Oh, my God, bro. I thought I changed that. Earlier in the, last night when I was making it. I thought I changed it. But, bro, fair play. Bro, what an idiot. Thanks for the call out there, Marlon, because I've had a bit of a blunder there, but it is 3/4 time. And it's 60-45. Lucky that's at the end of the title, not the start, because then I would have just copped a lot of shit, I feel. It would be unjustified, but you know what? It is what it is. 3/4 time, though, the siren has just gone, and the Blues hold a 15-point lead. Now, if there's one thing the first half told us, it's that we can't hold leads for shit, right? But this is what I'm saying, right? I think the third quarter was much better. Not as fluid as the first, but in terms of like ball movement, we were looking for that quicker ball movement. We were looking to be a bit more daring. You could see when players took chest marks on the wings, they were looking inside almost always to try open the play up. We were much more composed defensively. You know, all the like jitters we had in the second quarter were just gone. Lockie O'Brien got a lot more of the footy on the outside, and that's where he's most comfortable, and he did some nice things with it. McGovern was strong in the back line. Zachy Will has been exceptional today. There was one play in the third quarter where he did a nice little sidestep and then did a little spin move through traffic. You know, which was... I mean, it's just little things like that. It doesn't break the game open, but it does a lot to your team in terms of, like, relieving a lot of pressure. Bella said Saints can do better in the round 1 game next month. Well, Collingwood are a lesser opponent. I'm going to say that. You know, a lot of Collingwood players are out of their prime or reaching the end of their prime. They've got a lot of young players filtering through and some really promising ones, let's be honest, but you can't see them being an extreme competitor, if you know what I'm saying, in terms of like competing for premierships and whatnot. But if you're enjoying the stream, drop a like on it and subscribe to the show. We're going to be doing more watch-alongs throughout the year, and we're doing a little series on the channel revolving around the game of dice footy. If you're confused and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I did post a promo on my channel, and the first episode will be coming out today at 4 p.m. So if you want to be notified for that, and when it comes out every week, you know, subscribe. But yeah, that's only if it's your cup of tea. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. The goal kickers in the quarter for the Blues was Chera with 2 and Brody Kemp with 1. Kemp could have also had a second as well, but, you know, it is what it is. Overall, we look at the goal kickers, though. So Silvani and Chera with 2 each. Owies, Durden, Kennedy, and Kemp with 1. Charlie Curnow has been well shut down. Sam Walsh and Harry Mackay have obviously been out with injury. Walsh won't be back until, like, after the first month. And Harry Mackay's in doubt for round 1. So, obviously, you don't want to risk it with those guys, but it's obviously really triggering when, you know, Curnow and Harry have played only, like, a dozen games together in, like, the 5 seasons they've been together in the league. And, obviously, the only way Carlton are winning a premiership, ultimately, is if those two are fit. That's one of the key things we're banking on here. We need Cripps to be performing well, Walsh to be performing well, Chera to be performing well. Some players don't need to perform exceptionally well, but it's just about people playing their role. That's why the D's held up, the Bulldogs held up. And I think the first month of the season is going to be extremely telling because, obviously, with Walsh out, it will really show us a lot about this team and whether they can hold up without Sam Walsh. And so far, I'm seeing some very positive signs. Obviously, the second quarter, the system did not sustain itself, but obviously, 4-quarter effort is one thing, but also maintaining the system for full 4 quarters is another thing. So it's going to be interesting to see. But we've got a quarter or so to play in this practice match here. I really appreciate everyone tuning in for this contest. It's been good fun. Hold on, I'm just trying to find the central point here because it's going to trigger my OCD warning. Or, well, no, it's not going to trigger my OCD warning. It's going to give me OCD. Let's be honest. Okay, does that work? No, that's pissing me off. 6-9. There we go. 6 goals, 9. Okay. Okay. Does that work? Yeah, okay. So last quarter is going to be underway soon. Make sure to share your thoughts about the game in the chat. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about the performances so far. The last quarter is just about to get underway, so make sure to stick around. Thanks for everyone that's tuned in so far, by the way, to this stream. It's been much appreciated. It's been a good one, and obviously we haven't done a watch along since the grand final. The grand final watch along, which did have a good turnout. So, yeah, good times. Anyway, Toby says I can't watch it because I don't have chaos, so this helps. Yeah, man, that's the goal, ultimately. That's the goal. You know, making it accessible for people who don't have the money, like maybe you're like a teenager or something and you don't have any like money to buy it, or your parents won't buy it, or you just simply don't want it or need it. This is the point of me doing stuff like this. And also just to engage with footballing supporters that are equally passionate as me. If they have something to say, I'll welcome it. I'll welcome your opinion. If it's good or bad, I don't really care. Like, there's always an argument. It looks like, well, the quarter's just started. And Omac, please get rid of the ball. Oh my god. Beautiful tackle by Hewitt, but somehow Membry has just snuck out the back and kicked a behind. Defense. Bro, same shit. Bro, this is what happens when you cover both football, as in Premier League, AFL and NBA. It always leaks into other sporting codes. And it's really triggering. Because I myself... Yeah, we're in Australia, not America. This is what happens when I play... I've done that many NBA watch-alongs that it's just filtered across to here. Once again, as long as I'm getting the message across, I'm not fussed. Pitting with the knockdown. Cripps, handball out to Hewitt. Nice off-ball movement. Boyd, did that stay in? Nope. Good thinking, though. I mean, we've been much cleaner at the contest compared to last season. It's been much more structured with, like, handballs and movement and stuff like that. Looks like there's an off-ball free kick here for St Kilda. And it's on King. Jack Steele here on half forward. Just a minute or so elapsed in this last quarter. Well, nearly 2 minutes. Steele on the right. Top of the goal square. Be careful. Newman did well to read it. I'll read the spoil. And it was a strong tackle round about the goal line. But I think it was Ryan Burns. But the Saints have a couple behinds to commence this last quarter. And it's a bit of a sign. It's a bit of a worrying sign, because obviously we saw what happened in the second quarter. We couldn't kick a goal for our life. And we're extremely leaky at our end. So, Cripps, strong mark on the outer side. He nudged out Jack Steele. pretty professionally. Gave it to Boyd, who kicks it to Fogarty, who is getting his first action of the game. There is a VFL reserves game after this, so I think he's also on the list to play that game. And you would think that they're just trying to get him, you know, just get him warmed up a little for that contest there. Cripper kicks it down the line. Saints do well to recover. Now they've got the runners. Steele on the outside. Ross on the inside. Steele gets it back. He's outrun Cripps, but then Steele turns back. And then they go forward. So this is well worked by St Kilda. The kick by Ross is unacceptable. And Oscar McDonald got in the way. Took a nice firm grab. He is in contention to play round 1. Last year he kicked a couple goals as the sub. But obviously now he's going to be seen as a Liam Jones type replacement. Here he is again with a strong grab. Oh no, what are you doing, Omac? Oh Jesus. Bro, he's kicked it backwards to some guy in the goal square. That's a beautiful kick by McGovern. He swung around on the left to find Jordan Boyd, I think. Williams down the middle. Beautiful kick to Kennedy. Hold on, we'll get back to the thought that we had a little bit later. Hands it back off to Williams, who takes a bounce and kicks long. He can find Charlie. He was in the best position, but he hit the deck. The Saints keep it alive, and then it rolls out. Oscar McDonald, back there on the other possession, tried to go back when he was already 10 metres out from the St Kilda goal. He's kicked it right into Membry, who was in the way. And luckily for him, it was not a behind, or not rushed or whatever, or no goal at least. Williams gets it here. Oh no, he's tripped. Luckily he was able to give it a Fish, who also tripped. And in the end, it didn't work out. It could have. Oh, good tackle by Boyd. Burns took way too long, and then Nunes, the twat, kicks it out of play. Lovely stuff. Only from Jack Nunes. Saints are on 46, aren't they? Well, they scored a behind before. They've kicked 2 behinds. Bro, the KO staff are freaking napping. Boyd, handoff to Lockie O'Brien. That's a terrible kick. But we somehow even it out at ground level. Then Kennedy just handballed it to Hunter Clark. Jack Silvani with an absolute bruiser tackle. And it'll be a ball up. Hunter Clark is a bit slow to get up. It was an absolute crunching tackle. Well, before they added a behind when it wasn't there. And now apparently they're not adding a behind when it was there. So I don't know what's going on. Good tackle there by Fogg. He got dragged as Darren Joyce was trying to get out. I've counted a second behind, so... Because I literally saw it with my own 2 eyes. So... KO says it's 46. Oh my god, O'Brien took fucking too long again, man. He had a handball right there and he's trying to hesitate it. And it was taking too long. Silvani sounds damaging. Silvani's been really good. He's kicked the 2. He missed another one. But he's been a good lead-up presence, especially high up the ground. Which is sort of what you expect from Silvani. He did the same thing last year. He's pinch hit in the ruck. And he's been good in that area as well. So he was a very important player for us last year. There was a game against St Kilda where he just, he played an exceptional game. There we go again, J-Sauce with the tackle. It's a 2-on-1 Carlton's way. Chera was at ground level. He gave it to Fisher in the middle, who just dropped a simple uncontested mark, then faked the kick, then kicked it a couple meters wide of Newman, but luckily... Oh, no. Oh, God. Well... Bro, he just needed to get rid of the ball. He got pinged for holding the ball because he took too long. Now Gresham gets it on half forward. He swings around and Mason Wood is in an absolute paddock. That's what turnovers do to you. It looked dodgy the moment Zachy Fish dropped the mark in the middle of the ground. Sure, he was able to recover it, but he put himself in an unnecessary amount of pressure. that his kick to Newman was a couple meters wide, and then it allowed Ryan Burns to close out on Newman. Newman tried to fend off. It didn't work. Holding the ball. Saint turnover. Defense isn't back. Mason Wood misses to the left. And I am aware I just said defense again. It is what it is. And they advance to 48. Bro, I'm so confused because the KO staff are just putting me off. They haven't counted a behind, but before they counted an extra. Beautiful play in the middle of the ground, and we've got runners all over the joint. Oh, Jesus! Bone-crunching tackle on Newman. Absolute fucking hospital hand pass by Adam Sard. Did he not see someone just absolutely barreling towards Newman, man? Barreling towards him. And that's got to wind him, mate. That has got him absolutely winded. Who handed it off to him? Bro, you got to have a bit more awareness than that. We're on the break, and you've just handballed it. Hospital hand pass to someone. Cripper was held by Hunter Clark. Cripper's been really good. He's been really good. As I said, he has not been his game-breaking type player, but he's been very solid. Very solid. Silvani at the drop. Beautiful work. He should have kicked on goal. I think he had a bit more time than he thought. Setterfield gets it back to the top of the square. O'Brien nearly. And his tackle was way too high, but the umpires did not call it, and it's going to be a ball up. It was Sard that just handballed it straight to Newman. And you know what? Sard needs to say to Newman, you're hot, you're hot. You know what I'm saying? Tap was won by Hayes. He's got it at ground level, but was immediately tackled, so another ball up. And when I say you're hot, I basically mean there's a player right on your back. You need to get rid of it. Chera, oh my God. Nearly read it to absolute perfection and was also immediately shut down. So 10 metres from the Blues goal, just under 10 minutes gone in the last. We have not seen a goal yet. We haven't even seen a score from Carlton. Kennedy, another good tackle by Hunter Clark and Brad Crouch. And it'll be another ball up. Jesus Christ, man. Another guy that we haven't seen today is Jesse Motlop. Presumably because Durden and Owies. Also, Josh Honey isn't playing. Cripper! What the shit? Silvani! Oh! That was unbelievable by Cripper. In traffic. He sidestepped like 6 St Kilda players. Every time you thought he was just like halted, he just found a way out. And then Silvani was left open because he drew like 6 defenders. Unbelievable. And Silvani had a fair bit of time. He just needed to drop punt it, but he snapped it right into the woodwork. Brad Hill's got it now. And the Saints are just getting a little bit of possession footy through the middle of the ground. Don't think Motlop is playing. Yeah, I was saying, yeah, he's not. Because Durden and Owies are the designated small forwards. You've also got Josh Honey out, who also is not... I don't think he's playing at all. In the resis or the starters. What am I talking about? The seniors. Oh, that is a wonderful tackle by Tom Campbell. Bruiser tackle on Adam Chera, and 45 metres out on the boundary line. I mean, if Tom Campbell kicks this, I don't really know what to say. But it'll be an unreal goal if he can kick it. I think he's a right footer, so that's not going to cater to him. He kicks it to the top of the square. Sensible idea. Oh my God. There was like 3 or 4 Carlton players that could have killed that ball. And instead it's landed at ground level, stayed in play, and whoever was at the back for St Kilda has scored. And that is too easy, man. Way too easy. Bro. Okay, Jack Higgins kicks the goal. Who is manning him up? My God. But once again, the KO staff are sleeping. They didn't even count the Jack Silvani behind. So, bro, they're not awake. It's a 7-point lead. KO thinks it's 60-53. It's actually 61-54, but whatever. That's the second goal for Jack Higgins. So, unacceptable, man. That's like the third goal today that was easily avoidable, but Chera gets it out of the middle full stride to Lockie on the outside. Lace out kick to Charlie Curnow, and that is... If we can see that on a regular basis, my God, is it going to be a joy to watch. You're getting the tap out into space. Chera picks it up full stride. Handball out wide to Lockie. On his left. Lace out to Charlie. Well, not even lace out. Out in space so Charlie can run into the space and take the grab. Here we go. Is he going to swing around on the right like he usually does? Not as much. He didn't even register a score, fam. Charlie's had a few opportunities, man, but he has just been a bit poopy. He's been a bit poopy. I'm going to be honest with you. The few opportunities you get in a game like this where it's low scoring, you've got to take him, and he hasn't really. Steele with a good grab. I thought that was a bit of a push, but apparently it was more of a nudge. The Saints try to open it up on the outer side, and they've got the runners. Josh Battle's going to try to get involved in the overlap. McGovern needed to commit to that a little bit more. He would have gotten the spoil, but instead he half-assed it. Remember, he took the grab. Battle. Ben Patton now on the wing. He plays on. He kicks it into the forward 50, into the pocket. Please get... Yeah, thank God. Bro, that looked like it was going over the back again. My God. Alright, it's going to be a boundary throw-in. Mirkov and Campbell in the ruck. Clearance. Going to the boundary. Is it going to be pinged deliberate? Probably. Oh my God. Unbelievable, man. So, deliberate call. The Saints look to go inboard, but they cannot. So, Sinclair's taking a bit of time. He does get rid now, and they're pushed to that pocket again. And once again, the ball is killed. So, we're going to have a throw-in pretty much in the identical spot as, a couple seconds ago. The Saints, well, the KO staff have woken up and put the Saints behind, but they're like 15 minutes behind, bro. That behind for the Saints happened like 15 minutes ago. You still haven't added the Carlton behind. What's going on? Gee, Boyd got taken high. That's clumsy as shit by Campbell, but they don't give a free kick to the Baggers, and it's going to be a ball up. 16 minutes gone in the last quarter. We haven't seen too many goals or scores, but we have seen a lot of stoppages in play, so don't know how long this game's going to be. Always picks it up at ground level. Curnow fumbled it and just gave up on the play. It was a St Kilda free kick, and gee, Nick Newman should have taken the mark there, but he's just spoiled it right back into danger territory. Burns hacks it, and Mitch McGovern, strong grab on the second try, on the last line of defense. If he dropped that, Membry could be waltzing into an open goal, but not the case. And McGovern will... Oh my God, that is a bit of an interesting kick. Oh, and the Saints are right at the drop of the ball, but that kick went in between two. Steele. He's got it. He's got it. I don't know where the Carlton numbers were. but MIA. And you really hope that the fatigue isn't going to get to us here and cost us a cheeky win. So, the Saints have cut that deficit They now trail by 1. KO thinks it's a draw. It is not. Still, I mean, that was just a bit of class there. He's been renowned to come up in the big moments and kick some good goals, and that was just another case of that. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like on it and subscribe. We are doing Carlton watch-alongs, the rest, well, as many of them as we can. We probably will be doing watch-alongs of other games throughout the year, but, you know, Carlton watch-alongs, we'll be doing a few of those. In the ruck, Murkov. Good tackle, Boyd. Come on. Cripper, here we go. He can take off. Good Shepherd. Cripps out wide of Kennedy. The little chip pass to Durden. He's got a couple options, but they were well shut down by the Saints. And now Durden can look inside 50. Get up, Charlie. Oh, no, that was Brody Kemp, but it's going to be a boundary throw in deep in the pocket after the Saints kill it. Nelson says KO scores level could be controversial. Bro, at least it's a practice match. If this was dead set, Channel 7, and they stuffed it up this badly, bro, imagine. AFL fans around Australia would just be so confused at what's going on. Durden gets it. Oh. Wonderful tackle, Fogg. It's whole... Oh my god, what? Bro, it took like a minute for him to call a free kick. And it's apparently a ball up. What? Bro, I don't know what that umpire was looking at. He had like 15 minutes to get rid. Good tackle by Hewitt immediately after the ruck contest. And it's going to be a clearance for St Kilda. They get it clear. Gresham dropped the chest mark. Sard mops it up. Fisher has the backtrack to go forward. Beautiful kick to Cherai and board. That is exceptional an exceptional find by your boy Zachy Fish. And now Chera will look inside the forward 50. He loads up. It's like a 1v3 and they all spoil each other, the Saints. And that's on the ball! Well done, Matty Owies. Sinclair tried to get red. And unfortunately, the ball did not find his foot. And Owies will get a free kick after Sinclair tried to evade. So your boy Matty Owies could kick... Wait, it's a 50. Oh, hey! I'm not sure what for, but... Apparently, I think it was a little bit of umpire abuse, but the lead's back up to 7 points, and Matt Owies kicks the first of the last for Carlton, so that is his second of the fixture. Owies is a little bit sore, but he's got a cheeky smile on his face as Charlie gives him a little rub on the head, and Charlie will be going back into the forward line. So, lead is back up to 7. And it's been good shit. It's been some good shit by the Blues to just hold firm in the last couple of minutes. We're 21 and a bit minutes gone in this last quarter. So, I don't know how many minutes we'll have given there's only been 3 goals in the entire quarter, but Murkov and Hayes in the ruck contest. Cripps has a bit of space. He hands it to Sard, who runs off half back and finds Kennedy. He hands it over the top to Setters, who has space. He kicks it long. Durden had like a field of space. Kicked it to Silvani instead. It was a good tackle by Silvani to give him a bit of pressure. How long to go? Why are you going for the man and not the ball, Willow? I mean, he forces it out of play, but Ollie says how long to go. I don't know. I don't know. 22 minutes gone. You probably sense this will be like a 28.5-minute quarter. That's what I'm going to guess. Given we've had quite a few stoppages and only, like 3 or so goals. Who's going to win it at the contest here? Higgins got driven into the ground by Cripps, so it will be a St Kilda free kick. We didn't need to do that, but we did anyway. So Higgins can look inside. Nope, he's just going to go down the line towards the forward 50. King is there. Instead, it is well mopped up by the Blues. They handball quite a far way back, and Newman does very well to stay composed and hit the target. And Williamson will hold things up just a little bit. There's no need to go too ballistic with ball movement and take too many risks. Williamson goes down the line. Mirkov get up. Good follow-up tackle by Chera. That was surely a throw on Higgins. Instead, it's a free kick for Higgins. What? Goes along inside the forward 50. Wiedering spoils the shit out of that. The Blues have plenty of numbers. What is Williamson doing? You wanted to go out the other side, but you don't make those kind of risks. 23.5 into the last quarter. The Saints win at ground level. They're going to kick it back inside forward 50. No pressure on the ball carrier. And Wilkie finds Jack Higgins on 50. He's going to have to kick it about 53. And that's why he's looking. He did step off the line, but the umpires did not call for him to move it on. So he's going to take a ping. You probably don't think he's going to be doing that. Yep, he kicks it to the top of the square as expected. And surely it's a mark for Wiedering there. Apparently not, and it's going to be a ball up. But, gee, that shit makes you a bit scared as a Carlton supporter. It's a ball up in the goal square. The Saints are down by a few points. Well, 7 points. The KO staff have finally gotten onto it, and they've added the additional behind for the Blues. So it is a 7-point game. I was right. Top of the square. Good fist by Omac. And now we have numbers. Don't ask me how Hewitt's in all this space, but his handball was terrible. Put Newman at a disadvantage, but we're still going. Rushed right-hand kick across the body to Silvani, who was in a bit of space. Past the Curnow, sat up. And it's not a free kick. Curnow was a bit slow to get up. And it's a St Kilda free kick. What is going on? 25 minutes gone. Steele could have handballed it to Sinclair, but instead gives it a Hill, who's just given all the permission to run as much as he wants. And King dropped the mark. Williamson, I thought, pushed him, but unfortunately, King was not the beneficiary, and Williamson did very well to get out of traffic. It goes long. Lena just... Oh my god, who was number 33? He just just interfered with Lena trying to take the mark. And Cripps, we just need to play possession. Hands it off to Chera, who has a bit of space near side wing. So you'd expect there to be like 3 or so minutes remaining. It's 25.5 gone. Chera will go down the line. It's inside the 50. It doesn't get out the back, and Hayes takes a strong grab. And now Ross, well, he dropped the mark in the Carlton goal square, but he's got a world of time. And then just kicked it over the top of Ben Patton, and that's going to go out of play for a throw-in. So it's a 7-point lead. I back in our chances here to hold on here, but stranger things have happened. Campbell knocks it down. Chera at ground level. Cripps is gang tackled, but gets the arms free. And apparently it's a free kick for Carlton. So the sensible thing to do would have been to hold the play up, which is what we've done. Although Fisher could have taken it himself and decided to be a little bit aggressive, unnecessarily aggressive in trying to kick the sealer. But Cripps, he's been wonderful today. And, well, he's going to kick this one long. He's going to take as much time as he needs. Kicks it to the pocket. Can we get a mark? No. It's going out of play for a throw-in. So that's probably the spot where you want it, because you've got to go pretty much the full length of the field and the longest path to goal from where we are right now. So, and the Saints need to kick 2 scores to, win the game, basically. Setterfield kicks it up and under. It barely goes 10 meters. Silvani won it somehow. Hewitt, Fisher, Hewitt, snap around the corner to no one in particular, and Battle will take a mark in the back pocket. They got to move at the length of the field. Here we go. Battle just takes it down the middle, and that is the kick. And Wood couldn't take the grab. Cripps got... Oh, wow. He tried to get the free kick, but instead he got pinged for holding the ball. And now the Saints will take it out wide. Ross, I swear to God, played on. Lockie O'Brien was a bit irate, but umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt. They've sent Brody Kemp back for reinforcement, and Kennedy's got it here. Get rid! And he's just handballed it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in because I think he was looking for Jordan Boyd. So, yeah, this is interesting. This is interesting. 28 and a bit gone. You wouldn't suspect there'd be too long left. I could be wrong. It could be a 30-minute quarter, and we've still got a bit of time remaining. But the Blues are holding steady. A goal will make it very interesting, though. Campbell digs the handball out. How long? I don't know. I don't know. Not long. Okay, it looks like we're going to have a lock-up about 40 metres out from the St Kilda goal. Nearly 29 minutes have ticked over, so you wouldn't expect there to be long left given the amount of scores we've had in this last quarter. But we've had a few stoppages. Hunter Clark gets a kick away, and it's out on the full, so that would have been interesting if he got the behind, but it's not happening. So it looks like Silvani, who's pushed back, is going to kick it long down the line. And somehow there were like 15 players in the vicinity of the area, and it has landed in the lap of Matt Kennedy for an uncontested mark. He will take as much time as he needs. He kicks it long. Chera was held, but umpires did not call a free. Fisher keeps it alive. You probably should just run it out of play. The Saints are going to try to take on the game. They swing it from the far side into the middle. Good grab by Ben Long. And that's it. That's it. 29 and a half, or basically 30 minutes tick over. And it's full time. The Saints are losers. The Blues are winners. And it is a 7-point victory for Carlton. It's been actually a... I don't know what I think of this performance, to be honest, because... Well, I'm obviously stoked for the lads, because obviously we don't even have Harry and Sam Walsh. The Saints don't have their ruckman, their best key back, all of the above. If anyone's like pissing off immediately, drop a like on the stream and subscribe. We will be doing plenty more watch-alongs and whatnot throughout the season, and doing lots of other Carlton-related videos, but yeah, look, I think this was a pretty damn good performance. Sounds like our usual performance. Let's hope the actual season we show change. Well, we won the game, so I don't think our usual performance would have seen us win this. The Saints, yeah, they didn't have their best backman in Dougal Howard. So I think, like, it was... The Saints did a pretty damn good job conceding only 9 goals without their best key backman. But, if we look at the goal scorers just quickly. Silvani, Owies, and Chera kicked 2 each. Durden, Kennedy, and Kemp with 1. And for the Saints, it was Higgins with 2. Membry, Campbell, King, Butler, and Wood with 1 each. I think that counts as 7. Oh, and Jack Steele as well. Yeah, so, look. First quarter was very good. I thought we were going to exceed, like, 100 at quarter time. Like, 5 goals, 3. It was very promising. The game plan looked so good. So slick. We looked sharp. We were moving the ball quickly. All the above. Second quarter, basically, we fell into old habits and let the Saints get back in the game. And ultimately, they had the lead at the half. Third quarter, it wasn't as convincing as our first quarter dominance, but, we ended up kicking 3 goals for, conceded one behind. So the defense held up extremely well, extremely well. And in the last quarter, well, I don't think it was very pretty. I think fatigue played a lot into both sides, but ultimately we're able to hold on, and I think we showed some good fight and resilience in holding on to that slender lead we had. With regards to players, I think were really good today. Zach Williams was really good, running off halfback, getting a lot of handball receives, being very composed. It was lovely stuff by him. And same with Adam Sard. I think he was on a lesser level to Zach Williams today, but he still, looked to take the game on a lot. And his field kicking was pretty exceptional, as it usually is. George Hewitt was very strong in his first game in Carlton colours. He was providing the grunt and the inside edge we need in that midfield. It sort of takes a little bit of strain off of Cripps. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was really good to see. Adam Chera, he had some interesting mistakes. Ben Soro, you can see the scoreline there. We won by 7. So we who was I talking about just now? Adam Chera, he had some iffy moments, but overall he was pretty solid. Those 2 goals in the third quarter were pretty poised, and he will provide a lot of that, especially if he gets an opportunity in front of goal. He will take that opportunity. Trying to think of who else we got. Backline held pretty strong. Lockie O'Brien was really iffy, but his second half was much better than his first half. He made less mistakes. He still is very slow with reactions and IQ, and I think that's the thing that holds him back a lot of the time. Given he's been in the system for so many years, you'd think that he's going to eventually develop those skills, but today was evidence of that not happening. I'm trying to think if there's any other players. Charlie was a bit Jordan Boyd hasn't played a game for Carlton, but he was very shaky in the first half, but he also was looking more comfortable in the second half. Durden and Owies, they were very good, especially in the first quarter. Owies kicked the sealer in the last quarter, courtesy of tackling pressure, and you're going to get that from him. So that was really good to see. We didn't see Josh Honey or Jesse Motlop today either, so you may expect to see a bit of them in the game against Carlton, or the game between Carlton and Melbourne in a week's time. And Paddy Cripps, although he wasn't back to his best, he did look much better than he has been in seasons gone by. He looks a bit fresher. He was winning free kicks. He was doing, he was getting involved in a kick mark game. He was, balancing out his kicks and handballs. The big games last season where he'd have 5 kicks and 19 handballs. You're not going to break the game wide open if you're having that kick handball ratio. But he was really good in that department. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, and there was one play in the last quarter. He took on 6 St Kilda players and managed to work it out. He was pivoting, and then he'd drawn that many players to him, brought that much attention to him, that he was able to give off a handball to Jack Silvani, who was wide open because of this attention that Cripps had brought on himself. And Silvani, well, he couldn't finish the job, but that was really good to see. Obviously, we didn't see any of Paddy Dow today. We didn't see Ed Kerno today. We saw 1 quarter of Lockie Fogarty. So I don't know where those players slot in, but we also didn't see Lockie Plowman. That's another guy we didn't see. So who slots into this team? I'm not too sure. You remember, we're also talking about Sam Doherty, Marchbank, Mackay and Walsh. I don't know where all these players fit into the team. Suddenly, when you look at the list, you look at our situation of the people we fielded today, and you look at who's still coming back in, you look at the ridiculous situation we got. It's a very good situation to have, but the situation is we have a logjam, an extreme logjam in multiple areas on the field. A lot of players that are capable of playing AFL footy. Oh, maybe some that aren't, but players that can play a role in a winning side. So it's going to be interesting to see how Michael Voss navigates it. I think that's going to be one of the things that separates him as a good coach, is how on earth he can navigate through keeping these players happy whilst not promising them, regular game action, especially for those fringe type players. But regardless, I think that's going to be it from me. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. If you have anything to say before I head off, make sure to let me know in the chat. I'll quickly look at it. But apart from that, I've got no incentives to really hang around. I've done my job today. Make sure to drop a like on the stream and subscribe. You know the deal. I've been banging on about it for like the last God knows how long, but you know the deal. We've got a few things happening on the channel. We've got watch-alongs. We've got some good AFL content, all that jazz. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be it, I think. So yeah, thanks for all the support today. It's been good fun. It's been good having all the people in the chat and engaging. But yeah, good fun. So thank you for watching. Obviously, bro, the day hasn't even begun. No, the game is over, Bella. It's all done. It's all done. All over Red Rover. I didn't really know how to signal that the game is over apart from just saying it, once or twice. But that's it. So we're all done. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. As I said, the support is very appreciated. It's been unreal the last month. So thank you. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. So have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next stream or video or whatever that I post. But that's going to be it. So thank you. And what the hell is that? All right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're done. So peace out, everyone, and have a ripper rest of your day. Peace out.